What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, Kelly?
Four-wheel drive.
It doesn't matter what you drive. This is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Wood, alongside Miss...
Kelly Boyd.
What is going on?
You introduced me tonight.
I know. I got last show. I got a little hyper, but hopefully everybody's having a great Monday. We've got a good guest on tonight, Kelly. I'm very excited because we actually use their product.
Yes.
We bought their product, by the way. We're not looking to be given stuff. We actually bought it, and I think they saw that we bought it because I want to say he commented on our post like, "Hey, thanks for talking about it a long time ago." But Mountains to Metal will be on the show here in just a few minutes, and
I did an install video.
You did it. And the cool thing about their products is, seems like everything they do is simple to install, well thought out.
Yeah.
So, but first off, it's Monday. I haven't poured anything in my glass, and this goes out to we were at Jack Daniel's Distillery.
Did you open your new one?
No. So the new one doesn't get open until we hit 7,000 subs. So it's sitting up there, and it's going to entice me to
work a little harder.
Well. I don't know if it's working any harder, but it's going to entice me to open it when we get that. But first off, I want to say welcome, everybody. If you're new to the show, my name is David Boyd. I'm an auto journalist. We are part of the Midwestern Auto Writers Association. We're part of Texas Auto Writers Association, and we traveled around the country bringing the latest and greatest that we can that manufacturers allow us to do. But we're excited to do that, and we got Miss Kelly Boyd here. Kelly, what about you? What's going on?
Oh, same old.
Yeah.
Another day in the life.
I know you've had some back issues today.
I have had some back issues today. So if you see me like squirming a lot in my seat, it's totally because I'm trying to stay on the show as long as I can tonight.
Well, Mama didn't make the mac and cheese tonight, so we're gonna have to. You did do some nice wings.
I made the chicken wings.
You did make some nice in the air fryer. Oh my God, they're so good. So good, but we're not here to. This isn't Food Nation or Foodie Nation. This is.
I don't know. Some nights it turns into Food Nation.
I know. This is your All-Terrain Nation, and I want to say cheers, everybody, for starting of the hard work week. And
yes.
Kelly, you know the drill. I'm going to do you a little intro here, so we can like Kelly's Corner or something like you can do your thing. But go
Kelly's
ahead.
Intro corner. You all know it is not a Monday night if I don't introduce all of those that have said hello in the chat. So if you have not already, say hello in the chat so I can call your name out. Overlanding for Fun joining in, first one in this evening. Airplane Mike, Minhall Productions 1, Dirk Connor, John Burnett. John Burnett was actually popping in on our live yesterday when we went to we were all over Middle Tennessee, and we'll talk about that later on this evening. But Zachary Rogers in the house. Nurse AJ saying she can't hang
royalty.
too late.
We've got Mr. Pickup Truck plus SUV himself.
I saw that.
That's a lot of weight on this show tonight.
We've got Mobile Moto in the house saying his Bronco has a defect. We'll have to talk about that. I don't know what we're talking about just yet, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yep.
And let's see. It jumped on me. You guys know this thing jumps on me sometimes. Dang it, man. I hate it when it does that. Hold up. It ran away.
Oh, where's my drum?
I'm there.
All right.
Jeffrey Babb in the house. John Wiedemann. Austin Malin coming in.
What's up, Austin?
Bird Dog Overland Bronco 78. And Terrence Mooney in the house. We know you're probably still waiting, aren't you, Terrence? We know. We're with you. We're empathetic with you. And of course, you already introduced Pickup Truck plus SUV Talk, but in the house this evening, Kevin Hess and G. Willikers joining us this evening. 4 High, 4 Low, Micah Ritchie, Tim Corney. Tim says, "Hey people, I swear one of these days I'm going to have a comment that my Bronco is here. Unfortunately, I've been built since 616 with my Bronco less than an eighth of a mile from my dealer."
Oh, that's aggravating.
Justin Zimmerman in the house this evening as well. Coltrane 84, Colt 45.
Bluford's in the house. We got all the peoples are in the house tonight. Must be because they want to know talk about our guest and
Michael Kokonis. All right, that's where I stop.
Yeah, Tim, you're a celebrity in our books, so do not hide from that.
And YouTube Car Spotters Guy jumping in.
Oh, Car Spotters Guy's in the house. He's always sending me cool emails. But we've got a guest.
And Jason. Ooh, it's been shipped and on a train, Jason says. Woohoo!
Congratulations. That's awesome to hear, man. So we've got a guest tonight, Kelly, that like I said, I'm excited by because I liked what I saw of the product on the website. Now at the Bronco launch, I want to say they had a few things, like they were pretty early on in getting some stuff out. And I saw them over Bronco 6G. And then I want to say are what's the couple? I can't think of their name. The couple that work for Ford, but they have some they got some Mountains to Metal product, and I seen what they had, and they put it on one of their socials, and they sold me on it. So let's bring in our guest, Mr. Nick with Mountains to Metal. What is going on, sir?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Hey,
Oh, just trying to take a breath now, man. But
Yeah, I hear you.
but so is your Monday going all right? I mean,
It was kind of a crazy Monday, honestly. We lost power to our building for about 3 hours this morning. So
that's not the kind of vacation you want, right?
no, it's been raining a lot, and they had some water get in the on the main breaker. So
water
luckily,
and electricity don't mix.
Yeah, it was intense there for a little while, but no damage or anything like that. So we were up and running in a few hours, but yeah, that was the excitement for the day, and we launched a new product. So
I wanted to pull the website up because let me see, where's it at? Let me go to your 6Gs because you launched this new what you're calling the Sasquatch Basket.
Squatch Basket.
Squatch. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like read through my
words.
This is actually pretty cool, man. And I hit you up. You were talking to me about this a couple days ago, and I was like, well, that sounds cool. And tell what brings on any of your products, honestly. Let's start from the beginning. I want to back out of this. Let's start to the beginning, and what brought Mountains to Metal to be what it is, and why are you doing Ford Bronco stuff?
Well, honestly, Mountains to Metal started with my F-150. I had a 2012 F-150, and as many of you guys know, there's like a giant hole in the front bumper.
Mm-hmm.
So I made something one day with some extra sheet metal we had and laser cut it, and it took me about 3 tries, and I got one right. And so I made 2 of them, one for myself and one I threw on eBay, and I sold it in like 2 days. And I was
nice.
All right, let me make like 3 or 4 more. So I made them, I sold them in a few days, and I'm like, all right. So
this is something here.
I think we got something. And so I started taking like custom, people that would give me ideas. And so I started doing different patterns and stuff like that. And then we got into doing some Chevy 2500 stuff, and that kind of took off. And we've been doing that for a number of years. And then when I heard about Ford bringing out the Bronco, my ears perked up because my first vehicle was a 1990 Bronco 2.
Oh, nice. The little one.
Right after that, I got a 67 Bronco.
Ooh.
And so I had both of those and still have the 67. I wish I still had the 90. But
was the 90 when they went to the bigger square, the kind of more finished headlights? I can't remember if it was 90, 91, somewhere in there. Because they used to have those the little glass headlights, and then they went to more of that plasticky.
Yeah, mine were plastic, but yeah, it was a fun vehicle, very top heavy, but I mean the back windows were ridiculous.
Yeah, great size for a vehicle. I miss those size vehicles anymore. Like vehicles are getting so big.
I had it up in the mountains in college at App State, and man, that thing would just track so well. It was so small, skinny tires, and
I've got 2 reasons to love you right now. Appalachian State. So a buddy of mine who went to their solar program there, something like that. Mr. Tucker Carlson, he Kaysen, or what's Tucker's last name? Chasen went there. And number 2, you guys whipped Michigan's ass.
I was there.
And her family is a hardcore Michigan. I'm Buckeye, but her family's a hardcore Michigan fan. And that day, I rubbed her dad's face so much, man. I loved it.
I'm from Ohio. I'm a Browns, Buckeyes fan.
Well, you lost me at Browns, but that's okay.
So,
hey, man, your Browns team right now, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, nobody knows what they're doing. But so yeah, I went to App, and I ended up becoming good friends with this dude and his wife. And he went to Michigan, and I was like, well, App's playing them. And he said, well, we got free places to stay. Let's go up and see my family. And my dad is from Michigan, so I had my grandma and some aunts and uncles up there. So we drove up there, and we had no problem getting tickets from my friend's his wife. His mom worked up there, and they're like, why do you want to go see that game? So we sat right in the middle of like the Michigan section. We had decent seats. And man, App was just kicking their ass. And so at the beginning, people were like, "Where is Boone, anyways? Where is Boone? Where is Appalachian?" And every time we scored, I stood up and I was like, "Where is Appalachian?" Don't tell me. And I I had a good time, and man,
Upset of the century, I think, is
oh
what
yeah, I'm getting
that
goosebumps talking about
ridiculous.
that.
I love that. But we're
Well,
not
that's
here.
when a friend of ours' son was on the team, right?
No, he was on. He was like 5-6 years ago. They're one of their
Oh,
linebackers.
see, I don't even know when it was.
Yeah, was from here that was on their
That's
team.
all right, because the redemption is I almost went to App State. So
Oh,
of all the
okay.
schools like in the country, who'd have thought like a Michigan girl might go to Appalachian State University? But I loved the area. It's gorgeous.
It
It's
is very
absolutely beautiful. And I almost went to school there.
Well, there's Football Nation, so we're out of the way with that.
Okay.
So you just started like making a few parts, because I kind of got into that. I used to do some of the similar stuff with Nissan. I used to make light bars and weird stuff that would sit in the roof racks, and especially during the downturn in 9. Like Kelly told me, I lost my engineering job and I was laid off, and parts kept coming in for my
And I
my
said,
Nissan Xterra.
no more parts.
She said, "Well, you told me you need to figure out a way to pay for these parts."
No, I didn't say that yet. I said no more parts. And then you said, well, and I said, then you better figure out a way to pay for them.
Which I did, but not to your extent, sir.
Yeah,
So Bronco kind of piqued your interest, huh?
it definitely did, and it was just something that I got really excited about it. At first, I was like, "Whatever, Ford," you kind of had us about 10 years ago with that, whatever that Rampage movie they had.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. But so then they got more serious about it, and I started reading and staying up to date on everything. And I went up to my dad, who owns our parent company, Barnes Metal Crafters, and I was like, there's an opportunity here. I was like, let's get some Broncos and let's make some stuff for it. And I don't know how crazy he was about it, but it was something I liked the Bronco a lot more than filling holes in bumpers. So it was kind of intrigued me quite a bit. So
Was it that launch video? I mean, obviously you were keeping up with it before, and then there was all the little sneak pictures. I know TFL dropped a interior shifter and stuff, but what that launch video was so amazing.
Yeah, I love that, and even that picture with the muddy tarp on it, I could see it. See it, and I was like, "All right, this is it right here." So, and people would tell me all the time, "Well, I think the new Bronco looks sweet," and I'm like, "Well, you haven't seen it." They're like, "Yeah, I saw a picture of it." I'm like, "No, you didn't." It's like the only picture out is of the Bronco with a muddy tarp on it. So,
right,
yeah.
Right. Thank you. Are we there yet for that super chat? Macaroni for everybody. There you go. We're with $10. We could probably feed everybody in here. But so when you see it, I'm assuming you were probably right when the launch video you saw that. I mean, I remember rewinding that like 17 times or so, just like, dude, what? That's the video didn't have to say anything. Like, I mean, obviously Bryan Cranston talking. You're like America's grandfather now talking.
Yeah.
It's either he's going to sell you on meth or he's going to sell you on a Bronco. But it's blue meth. But no, like I watched that, and me coming from the Nissan side of things of the Nissan Xterra, which I still love, but there was nobody like, there's Toyota 4Runners that are awesome, but there was nobody kind of taking on Jeep. Like, I mean, I love Jeep and we own a Gladiator, and but at the same point, I don't want to drive what everybody else is driving. I kind of want something to make my own. And the idea of, they talked about, you started seeing, well, if there's a Bronco Bolt or a Ford Bolt, like those are all accessory that you can do whatever with. That had to pique your interest too, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, we started a list, and I was just jotting down ideas, and this and that, and I just look at a picture. I'm like, oh, we can make that to go here, and it's just, I mean, we still have a ton of stuff on the list. I mean, we're just getting started. So
that's awesome.
And then I think the first thing that really took off was our door pockets.
I was about to ask you about that, because that's the first thing I remember seeing from you guys.
Yeah, I put them out there as a feeler, and I made a couple, and people were like, "No, we're gonna cut our legs off, and it looks like a cheese grater." And I was like, "All right, well, I got to start somewhere." But there's the rear door pockets right there.
Okay.
But they're a little different than the front. As you guys know, the fronts are super easy to install.
Yes, and it looks like the rears are not, right?
They're not as easy, but you got to take the door panels off for that. But it's still not too bad.
Well, and nice videos that you do with it, which I watched your video today. And so the front doors you said were the first one. How hard was it? How hard is it to like you see that, but you don't have the a Bronco in front of you, just kind of like you're itching. And as a business person, obviously you're itching to
Yeah.
make money. Like that's the name of the game is to fund your business. But like you see these, and it's just like you can't touch the product. You're like, if I just had an hour with this thing.
I mean, you just kind of have to start with some basic sketches. Everybody talks about napkins and whatnot, but just start with some simple sketches on some paper, and then when you can actually touch it, or you can even model up something. We use Inventor at work, but yeah, just coming out with something. Actually, to do this one, I got some basic dimensions, and I would literally cut out pieces of paper, and I would try over and over again and lay it up there. And finally got it perfect. And I was like, all right. And I know what shape I wanted, put some molle panels on it, added our logo. And then we hemmed the top edge on ours, which a lot of people don't do that. And we also offer some trim at the top, which is also another.
I see the rubber, kind of the rubber.
Yeah,
piece up
that's
there.
another protective issue. Some people like that. Other people don't, so they can easily hook on knives and radios and stuff like that.
Well, one thing I've noticed that you guys do that a lot of people because there's a million molle panel companies out there now, and I'm not calling you a molle panel company, but that's what kicked you off was these kind of style panels. I love that you put the little screw holes in everything. Like it just it lets the ideas run free as a person who gets your product that may use this product in ways you never thought about, but you gave them the options to kind of expand on what you do.
Exactly. So you're going to see that same pattern in everything we're doing. If you want to run some bungee cord through there or get creative, even if it's decorative, whatever you want to do. So yeah, there's tons of stuff you can do with it. I mean, when I went to Supercell East, I got this guy ran up to me and he had our stuff on his Bronco, and there was like so much stuff hooked to it, and it was awesome. And I ended up parking right next to him, and we met some really cool people there, and it was just cool to.
I didn't even realize you were there. To my buddy with Luke with Lifestyle, who we partnered on a booth. Yeah. He was like, hey, man, after the fact, he goes, hey, man, did you get to talk with Nick with Mountain to Metal? And I was like, I didn't know they were here.
Yeah. We came. We tried to make a full 3 days out of one, and I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you guys. But,
no, it's fine. But you would have seen your awesome panel that we have in there. And so what are kind of the pluses and minuses? Like, sell me on this door panel, because I'll be honest, I've thought about this because there's no damn cup holders in this Bronco to save.
And you all know that's my biggest gripe. And
obviously you've got a big water container there. These are interesting, but the door bags, are there any problems trying to put the door bags over the doors with these?
No, I made a quick little video. I think it should be on this page. If it's not, I need to add it there. But there is a little video of me putting door bags on there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I see it. I need to add it on there. So I'm glad we just launched this new site literally about a month ago. So everything that this is a YouTube guy that made a video and kind of launched it. So
nice.
He helped us out a lot. But I'm glad you guys said that. But the door bags do fit on there.
Okay. Yeah, because that was my biggest. Because I had talked to a couple of people. When did we talk to? Oh, we went to Cars and Coffee a couple of weeks ago. That's what and she didn't have the bags, so she didn't know, of course, if they would. But I do know the ones that go within the vehicle. There's been some concerns about how small those bags are, and they're so tight. But did you do it with the garage bags or with the storage bags for inside?
The actual Ford storage bags.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as putting it in the back of the vehicle, I can't answer that question because I thought that was a cool feature, but I was like,
nobody's.
I thought it was a cool feature, but we're never doing it.
Yeah. I can't imagine going off-roading and banging my doors against each other. Yeah. I mean, I know they strap in a little bit, but you off-road, like, the best.
You got stuff in the back. You can't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're going off-roading, you're going to have a tow strap.
I need a dozen tie rods to go off-roading, man. I can't. I can't be limited to doors in
What
the
is
back
it? The
of the thing.
94 Ford Ranger tie rods?
Yeah, the last gen tie rods.
Yeah, that was another fiasco when I went to Uwari a few weeks ago, and I was talking to you on the way back.
Yep.
Yeah, I pulled over. I still had another half hour left, and I was sending you messages. And
Yeah.
so that was an interesting story as well. But we ended up using the Bronco Buster. They have a nice product, and Justin Zimmerman, I think he's in the chat. I've become pretty good friends with him, and he's like, Nick, you got Bronco Busters? So yeah, well, we got to take them off, and they're like not hard to take off. There's like 8 bolts, and you're laying in the dirt.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go take them off. So we took one off, and it's not really what it's designed to do. It's the guy was like, oh, do you just have that in case you break a tie rod? I said, no, we kind of put the cart before the horse here. So you're supposed to put this on before you do it. So, but anyways, it worked to get them off the trail, and then they went and got them a new tie rod. So.
Nice. Hey, man, a splint works. I mean, I was trying to. It was hard to tell you in the chat that we had going on, but yeah, I took the old Xteras. The Gen 1 Xteras have oh god, the spring is it's like what Chevy uses. My words are not coming out tonight. Torsion bars. There it is.
Oh,
and one just the truck was sitting on a trail, and you just heard ding, and it just seemed the truck like it gave up the fight. And so I'm like, I always take rookies out with me because I have fun with people getting excited about off-roading. And I was like, well,
he likes to get them hooked.
Yeah, how in the hell am I going to get this dude off this trail?
Was that Aaron?
I don't have a torsion bar, nor do I want to reinstall a torsion bar on a trail. So I took this big chunk of I cut down. I always keep my machete with me, and I had a tree I chopped down, and I just put it in between the lower bracket for the drop of it, in between there and the frame. And I was like, look, man, this will get you off the trail. Like, let's not go fast, but this will get you off the trail. And he literally keeps it on his mantle now. Like, that's a prized possession. Well,
and he wheeled the truck the next day with it in there still.
No. He put that night. He changed out the.
No, I thought there was. No. I thought he did something else with that.
No, he's not wheeling. We weren't wheeling like that. It was just to get you off the trail. But no, it's
yeah. But I swore he did something with it because other than being,
he kept carrying it around with him.
Maybe that's what it was.
Use it as firewood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and now he's a good friend of ours. Yeah. Like. It's hilarious.
It's crazy. It's weird how you meet people doing that stuff.
Oh yeah, right? Man.
And I've learned not to follow him. I've learned to pick trails a lot better now too. But short story with him is we were on a night run, and it was the first time I wheeled at night by myself. Probably my first time wheeling at night, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I was driving my own Xterra, and we're climbing up, and all of a sudden, like, he gets ahead of me, and I lost him. And we're on like a trail, so it's not like I can get too lost. But I look and I go, and all I see is shelves for me to climb. And I'm like, and I get on the CB. I was like, can I get a spot? And Luke's with Lifestyle Off-Road runs down. He goes, Kelly, how the hell did you get here? And I said, I was following Aaron. She said, that's your first problem. You should never be following Aaron. So.
Because he's like a tank. That dude's just like he just smashes through things. But so this was kind of you're fine. This is kind of the kickoff product, and now I see all these cheap imitations out there of your kind of product, man. I think you were the first one that I recall doing it like this.
There, man, I found something on Alibaba the other day, and it just really torqued me off. You know, it was like literally our same product, and they just took our logo off of it.
Oh man.
And they were using all of our pictures with our logo.
Oh man,
come on, man!
Wow. So next time you ship to the Middle East or China, you'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to ship. Sorry. Let's refund your money on that one.
They'll get it there anyways. They don't care.
Yeah. No, I'd rather deal with an American company on this stuff. But what was your next product?
Let's see. I think it was the one I found you guys did a video of, and the center console molle. That was another one that did pretty well.
Dude, I love this. Like, yes. I somehow wish they made one for the driver's side. And
I know why. I looked into that, and there's not as many mounting points, but then, I mean, I'm 6'4", so I don't want that much stuff touching my legs.
Yeah.
So, and that one, I like I said, I had a model of that and drew up the shape, got some basic dimensions, and cut out some paper and put it up there, and then laser cut a handful of them, and we were trying to hook it on there. So we have on the bottom there's an open hem,
Mhm.
so you can tuck it under the plastic. And once you bolt it all in, it's on there. You can't pull it off.
Yeah, that was one thing in our review. We were very surprised because when Kelly was doing the install on that, and you thought, oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to
I
get
did.
under there.
I did. And it's actually in the review, or while I'm installing, I was like, I think this will be a little bit challenging. And then you surprised me, and it wasn't challenging at all to get that, because I really thought like sandwiching it between the plastic and the center console was going to be a real challenge.
In there.
Yeah, it just literally just pockets in there. And I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, after we got it together, I was like, how are we going to make a 5-minute video out of this? Like, it was like a 30-second install, you know?
Easy.
Yeah. So that's the nice thing about it. And I mean, I just put out another video today of our under dash mount. And I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah, my buddy Luke was telling me about that. That for the Midland radio.
Yeah. There's other people trying to do other things. I know a guy put a 575 in there, and he had to trim a little bit off the top of his glove box.
Mm-hmm.
But the nice thing about this is, I mean, it's completely hidden, and I hooked my mic onto the center console molle like you guys have.
Yeah.
And now with the Squatch Basket, if you're on the trail, you can hang it up there.
Nice.
But yeah, it was super easy to wire it up, and it tucks away, and your glove box, slides right into place.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's the only reason like we mounted ours temporarily on your side molle rack, was because I was like, we'll put it here for now. I don't know that it's the end all be all place for it, and I was like, I'll figure some way to hide this thing. But no, Luke was telling us, he was like, dude, this thing, he's like, it's a breeze. It's like it's super easy to hide the radio, and you never have to worry about it.
That's cool. Yeah. We Justin Zimmerman again. I met him at Supercell, and he had a kicker amp, and he wanted a place to put it, and he had this idea, and I was like, well, I got doing it, and I was like, man, a radio would fit under here, and so I started studying that and got a Midland 275 and made it so it'll work with the kicker amp or the radio. So
that's cool, because I always like my stuff to look factory. I don't like things to look like somebody drilled through a dash to make something work. Or...
Yeah. I'm not a real big fan of drilling. You got to drill a little bit on our rear door pockets, but other than that, this thing, I don't know if you've taken your glove box out yet. You just got that little slider on the side, and there's a little button on it. You just pop it up, and 2 little tabs up top, and your glove box, just let it fold all the way down, and then lift up on it, and you pull it right out.
Okay, so that's where this is now. Okay, that makes sense from that picture.
And my glove box is just the part missing right there. And then there's a ton of room to route your wires. And then if you have the Midland 275, you just kind of take the end of the antenna wire apart. And there's a little tiny tunnel up against the firewall back there. And you just kind of turn it vertical, shove it in there. It might take a few tries, and it scoots right across the other side. And then I poked it on through that grommet that's on the firewall.
Right. Good night, Nurse AJ. Thank you for joining in.
Night, Nurse AJ.
No, that's definitely I'm sure Kelly's going to want us to look at that, because I will say, like you were saying earlier, where we put our radio, there is you do slight leg room. I don't know, for me it was that noticeable, but you've said, hey, I don't know if this is going to work permanently.
Yeah, for the radio itself. But for those wondering, I did get a trash bag on there, just so everybody knows.
Nice.
I fought that, man.
Yeah, Bird Dog's asking about the 575. It'll work with that, but user said you have to trim the top of the glove box a little bit. And but I guess if you're down with that, it's something that you're not going to see unless you open up the glove box and you're really looking for it. So I guess it's personal choice. But I have a 275, so I haven't done a 575.
Well, this one here is pretty interesting to me that you guys do the Bronco antenna mount, because that's one, like I have right now. I have the clamp that bolts onto the hood, but I'll be honest, bolting on anything to my hood, it makes me just a little nervous, because I'm going to scratch and we'll beat the piss out of this thing down the road. But at first, it's still like we haven't had this thing 7 months. I'm still like like I don't want to just have it all scratched up. And the idea that this accessory ready pod area, it makes it work, is pretty cool. And you're actually getting a nice grounding area, so your contacting bolts are going into more metal, it looks like. And this does this attach to your light?
Yeah, it'll work with and without our A-pillar light brackets. So we wanted that to be a feature. You can put that antenna mount on the driver or passenger side.
Man, I feel like we're about to give Mountains to Metal a lot of money for some reason. And that wasn't the intent of this show. I wasn't like, man, this is how can I sell Kelly on more parts? It's just like, wow. How does that appeal to you, Kelly? The idea there over the hood?
Yeah, I would much rather have it there than on the hood, because you know me, I don't like it. The same thing, like
it's nice and clean. That's what I like about it. And
yeah,
then, I mean, if you watch the video, I don't know if you have on the underdash mount, you can see how I routed the mic using the extension cable, and I just shoved it to the side of the side molle panel like you guys have, and plug the mic in there. And then if you don't want to have that mic, it's easy to just reach down there and unplug it and put that in your glove box.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen those. I want to say ours even came with that extension cable. We have a 115, whatever Midland that one is. Yeah, damn it, man. This is this is the wrong idea of the show. It's costing me money. You're supposed to introduce you to our audience. But the pod lights, now those are obviously, anyway, people want to mount lights to everything. Yeah, and it looks like you're trying to pull it up here for us. There it is, brackets. All right, pull this up here. These look pretty simple, pretty easy to do.
Yeah, they're I mean, they mount right up to the existing holes, no drilling. And yeah, and there's, I don't know if you guys put lights there or not, but there's like a little groove you can poke the wires down through on the window. So
no, I have some. I bought some lights from Lifestyle Off-Road, and I've yet to put them on there because honestly, electrical just intimidates me for whatever reason. I can rebuild an engine. I'm happy. Yeah. You give me 2 wires that are just like dummy proof, like red and white, or red and black, and I'm just like, I'm gonna mess this up somehow.
And then there's me.
If you have the auxiliary switches on the Bronco,
it's
super easy. And I was floored once I figured it out. I'm like, oh, this is almost too easy.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
See, that's actually why I like the electrical things and stuff like that, because it really is, to your point, it's kind of foolproof. Like A is A and B is B. Like there's no you don't have to figure it out. That's why I do the electrical stuff around here.
Yeah. I'm not about that, man. So what is your most popular Bronco accessory right now?
Well,
until today.
It was the front door pockets, and then it just got completely mauled by you know who.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, it is. It's all of them are kind of just they're fizzling out a little bit. I don't know what it is about this whole economy and whatnot, but it's not selling a whole lot of stuff. So we're hoping that this Squatch Basket kind of ramps us back up a little bit, and we've got a few other products up our sleeve. So that's we're just going to keep pushing. I mean, we're making all this in-house. So
yeah, which is why I like support. I know it's easy, guys, to get on Amazon and buy some of the plastic stuff or whatever you see. But I just like dealing with American companies if I can.
Thank you.
No, it's big for me. Now, don't get me wrong. There's stupid stuff I will buy on Amazon just because it's easy.
Everybody does.
Yeah, but as far as with my off-roading stuff, especially, I generally go quality over price a lot of times. Yeah. I like to deal with that. So sell us on this basket, because I showed Kelly a rough picture that you'd sent me the other day, and we both kind of scratched our heads I don't know how does this work exactly?
So we designed this hardware. You literally just set the basket up there on those 2 tabs. If you have a soft top, just fold it back 1 level, and there's a video, and heck, you can watch the video. It's super easy. Just drop these this hardware we designed. You drop it in at an angle, and it hooks itself into place, and it cams over, and it locks down with a thumb screw. And
Nice.
yeah,
So what you're saying is I could install it.
yeah.
What you're saying is he doesn't need me to install it.
Right. No, but I like this a lot.
I see.
Yeah, we were both scratching our heads like, I don't know how this works exactly.
Yeah.
But I like how it kind of attaches itself to where those the switches are. So it's not like it's taking up extra room really.
No, it's not, and it's out of the way. I mean, I'm kind of scrunched up in my seat, and I mean, I'm 6'4". It's nowhere near me while I'm driving. It's easy to reach up there. I mean, I find myself holding it like I'm, riding ape hangers going down the highway.
Right.
But, yeah. So there you go. Drop that
there's
in there.
I brilliant how you've done this.
Yes.
So yeah, there's not a lot of room in there. Worked with one of our engineers, Zach Hall, at the shop, and my dad, Tim Martin, and put our heads together, and we came up with this idea. And we've tried so many different things. I had a prototype on at Supercell, and everybody loved it. And but I literally had it bolted in place with. I took the bottoms of those clips out, but the problem with that is if you take those out, you can't use your hard top.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, you can see there, you can touch your radio or whatever. Now the radio there honestly would drive me nuts. That would drive me nuts.
Handy on the trail, though.
I know definitely. I know people.
Trails.
I know people that love that, like that always want to hang theirs off their mirrors or whatever. But me personally, I'm not insulting anybody that does that. By the way, it's just me personally that would drive me crazy.
We all know he's a crap talker.
Yes, I'm. Well, come on now. But that and I like that your price. Honestly, your prices are great too. To be honest, like that. If 4 Wheel Parts had something similar, they'd be $2.99 all day long. And you'd look at it, you get it, and you'd be like, well, that wasn't $2.99, but well, it's 4 Wheel Parts, so I just ordered it.
You're paying for the marketing.
Yeah. I definitely the simplicity of that is awesome.
It is, and if you have the hard top, you just remove the driver's side obviously first, and then the passenger side, you just kind of unhook all the little latches, push up on it like a 1/2 inch, and slide it in place. And the peg will drop down in it, and then line up the holes on the driver's side hard top, and it locks it in place.
Mobile's asking, does the Squatch Basket
lift and
separate? I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah, I don't know on that one either.
But I mean, it'll work with hard top and soft top. And had a guy ask on forum earlier today, and I mean, if you want to take it off or your hard top off, you can just keep that hardware in your glove box or center console. And it really is easy to just drop it in there and tighten it down.
Nice.
And then if it comes apart, you literally just screw that thumb screw in there a couple threads and just fish it out. It's not going to get stuck in there.
Oh, nice.
See, Mobile Moto is such a wealth of knowledge. We can't tell sometimes when he's making a joke, because he said it was actually an athletic bra joke. Does it lift and separate? I could totally hear it now.
I got you now.
I was gonna say, just kind of in response to your I'm not really sure kind of what's happened with the volume. We've actually heard that from a lot of manufacturers that things have just kind of slowed down all across the automotive industry.
I understand that from having families and whatnot, and you got to pay for stuff. I mean, heck, groceries are crazy. So, I mean, we're making stuff that people don't really need. I mean, some people need it
until they have it, and then they need it.
Yes.
And but it's an outfit in your vehicle. It depends on what you do, but something you want to do and enjoy it. But I mean, if you got to buy bread, you might need to do that first.
Right. Priorities. I get it.
Not me. I don't eat bread. So Bird Dog Overland's asking, will that work with his gear shade, his mesh that he puts over?
If your gear shade is above those tabs, I don't see why it wouldn't.
I don't know if they use those same holes to do some sort of mounts there or not. We have one and have never used. I tried to sell it at Supercell East because I was like, I liked safari mode on the Bronco. You're not getting sun on your head really, but it's just nice to pull the windows out. And so I use that more than anything.
And then he likes safari mode, and then I just like T-topping it back.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily want the gear shade. That's personally me because it makes me feel confined. So if you're gonna open it up,
yeah,
let me see the sky.
But
I like the open air. So
yeah,
right,
for sure.
Bird Dog, you're a good guy. Why don't you buy one and you have
And
one
you
of those.
let us
See,
know.
product testing is what it is. But seriously, guys, and I'm not getting anything from this, but if there's a place to put a note, just say, hey, I saw Nick on All Terrain Nation. Let him know that you saw it here anyways.
Yeah.
But once again, we not getting anything from it. Just I like people we have on to know that you guys respond. What's up, Revy? Revy's been a while. It's been a while since
It has been a while since Revy's joined us.
Peer pressure.
I don't think it takes much to peer pressure you into it.
I was gonna
Just
say,
saying,
Jody, I don't think it'll take too much. So any teasers of what's to come down the road?
Well, I've got a product I'm putting on a few SEMA trucks.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, this is our first time doing that. That was one of my goals for this year, was to get some of our products on a SEMA build. So now we have it going on 3 of them. So,
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Will you actually be at SEMA this year?
I plan on getting out there. Are you guys going to be there?
That's the plan.
The plan right now, depending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've got our press passes and all done up for that. And we went last year. Last year was the year of the Bronco, and I think this year is going to even be more of the year of the Bronco because manufacturers like yourself have now had time actually getting a Bronco. They've had time to really think about how to develop products for it. So I expect a good turnout of Broncos.
Yeah, I think so too.
I went the year before COVID, and they had all the old classics there, and it was awesome.
Yeah. The year of the Gladiator.
Oh yes, that's it's funny you say that. We were on our way out there. I was like, man, we're going to see so many of these things.
Yeah.
And then the airplane. There's one in the airport right next to you.
And nobody bought them until COVID. Once COVID hit, people started buying them left and right. Which we bought one right before, I guess, right at COVID.
What?
Our Gladiator.
21.
Yeah, but I'm just saying nobody was buying.
Well, our
them
tags are due, so it's July at some point when we bought it.
No, we bought it in May because the tags are due because of your car. We
that's
used your car.
Right. May. My bad.
Sorry. We're family feud here.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Are we there yet? Says, hey, can you contact me about an invention that I'd like you guys to make or help me make?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to contact us at you can email sales@mountainstometal.com or I don't know if there's private things up here or whatever. Yeah, if you get on our website, there's a contact form, or like I said, sales@mountainstometal.com. That'll go to me first of all, and then we can talk.
Sweet. Sounds like a plan. You heard that. Are we there yet?
That's right, man. And that's the fun of these shows is we like to introduce people to the community that may not know about your product just yet. But I think a lot of our audience knows about this product.
I think so too.
Right. This is more about I just wanted to talk to you honestly. And this is our weird way of like, hey, we can get people to talk to us.
This is why I'm here.
No, so Bronco obviously has been the hit for the past 2 years. We got more new products coming out. I know Chevy's about to launch their ZR2. I imagine this is taking off to where you want to have something on everybody's vehicles, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking for the next thing. You know, there's still a lot of room to grow with the Bronco, and we're still a small company, so it's not like we have 10 engineers sitting around like, I need something to do. Give me something, you know. So yeah, we got to keep the guys in the shop busy too. So
yeah,
I would appreciate if you guys could figure out a way to put some 6x9 speakers above it like Jeep does. Like, I know that sounds horrible because you got the open view, but the sound systems are so horrible in this, and it's not really, it's these tiny ass speakers they use. I need my tunes to be a little better, man. So if you could just go ahead and solve that issue for me.
What do you think the next Bronco is going to be?
That's a good question. I think Ranger Raptor is going to be the next.
The Rangers are sick. We have a product for the Ranger that fills that hole in their bumper.
Oh yeah,
and that's been pretty successful.
Yeah, so. I think far as vehicles, the Ranger Raptor, which you'll see sometime. Well, we've already seen the Australian version, and it's the same thing we're getting. I think that's probably the next big truck. Obviously, Raptor R, but nobody's going to be able to afford that. That thing's going to be $100,000 all day long.
Yeah, I definitely would like a Raptor. I got my 2012 is is lifted at least 6, 7, 8 inches, and I got
Mhm.
37s on it, and
Nice.
it rides like a Cadillac, but it doesn't have that much power. So
Yeah. I always need more power.
We've
you
got a
got?
friend of ours that has a Raptor, and that's kind of the same thing. Like we take off and he just sits there pretty much.
Yeah. Oh no, our Bronco eats this first gen
Yeah.
Raptor alive, man.
Yeah.
oh really?
Oh
and
yeah.
it's real fun.
Yeah.
It's real fun to leave him in the dust.
What we got here, Kelly?
So hello, Honest. You joined in right after we said, all right, we're in it now. So welcome in this evening. And so Honest said customer service is great, was missing 2 parts and had them in 3 days after contact.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I don't remember what that was, but we're all humans, so occasionally.
Oh
sure.
yeah.
So,
That's the best thing too, is dealing, especially with a smaller American made company. Is
Mhm.
I've dealt with the 4-wheel parts and the Quadratechs and all that, and yeah, they're big companies. They give you deals, but when they forget something, and it happens, no matter what
Mhm.
you buy, I have that luck that always something's left out.
I tried to change my name back, but it did. He
Like
wouldn't
you
let me.
chase 3 or 4 different departments trying to
Yes.
figure out how to get your part you needed. And guys like you, man, you just call. You're probably going to talk to you or another person, and the problem's solved. You deal with it and you move on.
yeah, it is nice to get to know some of these customers, and thank you, Honest Smith, for saying that. But I don't know, we do have some crazy customers too. So
Honest would be one of those
I'm
crazy
sure.
customers. I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
He would tell you if he didn't have a great experience. So
Yes.
that tells you how much of
Yeah.
a great experience he had.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's all across the board, being in a small place like this, and
Yeah.
just I mean, it is what it is, but we
Yeah.
try to make everybody happy and do right. So
Any thoughts of building or making the tailgate supports?
yes, I I have that semi-designed, making that modular as well. So
Is there a way, because I'm seeing a lot of these jumping out now, is there a way to make that less obtrusive? Like, I know Jody with Bird Dog Overland just put some companies on his, and they all are just like black. They're just kind of like big, and they never seem to blend in well with the vehicle.
yeah, I mean, you could get the PTM or paint to match, but we're not set up to do that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and most of these shops aren't. So
Yeah.
they're
No,
just
but it's
Ah.
always like they obviously you like your logo on your product as well, but there's one out right now that's got like 5 different spots on this stupid thing you'll never see with their logo all over it. And I'm just like, look, man, I don't mind advertising for somebody, but I don't need like I don't want 4-wheel parts advertising all over my vehicle.
yeah.
But is there, because I've seen a lot of these, they just seem like a big plate of metal with some ears for the on the hinges. Do you think it's necessary to have all that, or do you think you can do it a little thinner?
Well, sometimes the more meat, the better for support. But
Right.
you got to make it look decent. You don't want to
Yeah.
slap a piece of metal up there.
Yeah, they all seem to just cut out the horse area, and then it's like a plate of metal.
Yeah. That's kind of a given on all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be that way, and not crapping on any of those companies. It's just that's something I've noticed as feedback to anyone that wants to make those. Is it just seems like, because I have an idea. Ford, obviously, Jeep has a problem. You put 35s, 37s on it, their hinges are not made to hold the heavier tires. But I have a feeling Ford beefed those up a little bit. They know if it comes with 35s, somebody's gonna put 37s on it. But
Right.
Yeah,
just me
I
random.
think they planned ahead on that, but then I've seen some people that have like the dented tailgate and stuff, and you could probably ride around town with a 37 on there, but you might not want to go too hardcore
Yeah.
off road with one.
Yeah, I
So,
know some of the Jeeps, they'll crack the inside mounts. You'll see where they just crack on the inside. And
yeah, my dad has a JK on 35s, and he put this big, huge support on the back tailgate, and it's pretty beefy. I don't know if something we need to look into for ours. So.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mobile Moto said has an idea for some metal Fender Flares. Would be interested.
Yeah,
Something to think about.
Yeah. Well, I think the Flares are just getting started. What people can do, especially
I
with
agree. I've seen some aftermarket ones. I'm like,
we sell those carbon fiber. Have you seen those raw carbon fiber ones? I'm not sure who does it, if it's Advanced Fiberworks or whoever, but they were like $1,000 or something. And I'm like, I would just either somebody would steal them for whatever
you better
reason.
put a lock on them or something.
Yeah, but they look shiny, but they look mall crawlery too, and that's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a lot of the mall crawlery stuff. So like, especially you're talking about the Amazon stuff. You know, I saw a Bronco not too long ago, and I was looking at it from across the parking lot. I'm like, man, did this guy just get on Amazon and just click the buttons?
Yep. Yep.
Just get up there and like, I was like, what is this stuff?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Right. Any more questions, guys, for our guest? Kelly's scanning.
I haven't
scanning.
seen. I haven't seen anything pop up, unless you saw something.
Ford is your bust.
Yes. In our folks have a lot of conversation in the chat together. They talk back and forth.
Yeah, they
like through the channel, so that's why it's a little bit hard sometimes to find the questions because they're conversing.
But if you will, guys, go over to Mountains to Metal. It's mountains2metal.com if I remember right. And just look at what he's got to offer, man. Trust me. Data, they like analytics, just who's looking through the websites as well. So trust me, they want to see the website getting clicks. But I have a feeling if you go over there, you're going to want to buy something because a lot of these products are under $100, man. I'm telling you, that's nuts to me.
Yeah,
and,
we try to.
Right.
It has been hard lately with
I bet metal prices.
And,
yeah, I've
we
heard
tried
that
to hold our prices through this whole fiasco, but
all right, Kelly, we got to get our order in before the prices go up.
we're gonna try to hold them.
See how I spin this? I keep spinning it to my advantage.
Dude, remember the June we had?
I do remember the June we had.
So the June we had, we're still feeling the after effects of the June we had. So no more parts can come in the house right now. And the travel you want to do.
What's next for you guys?
Oh gosh.
I leave for ladies Bronco Off Rodeo next Wednesday with Becky from Bronco Wild Outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we're off-roading this weekend.
Oh, that's right. We're off-roading. Well, we're figuring something to get off-road this weekend. We're not exactly sure where we're going to end up because we were planning to go to a place called Nemo Tunnel, which is like the East Tennessee near Windrock. Of all the years we've wheeled over there, we have never gone to Nemo Tunnel, and now we've heard it's actually closed. They shut it down.
They're shutting it down, which is a bummer. But maybe land between the lakes in Kentucky, somewhere. We got to get this stupid thing off road. I'm tired of like every weekend. It's like, well, we're busy.
Right.
SEMA's on our agenda. We've got press trips coming up, man, and
we've got Jeep Invasion.
Oh yeah, we'll be at Jeep.
August.
We're taking the Bronco to Jeep Invasion in East Tennessee. That should be real fun.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll be at FabTech. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is.
I've heard of it.
What is that?
I think
FabTech it's a fabrication show that all new equipment and anything to do with fabrication and welding and cutting and bending, breaking. So.
And where is FabTech?
It alternates every year. This year it's in Atlanta, then it goes to Chicago, then Vegas, and then back to Chicago, then Atlanta. It just kind of hops.
Oh, okay.
And when is FabTech?
That is in November, I believe. So
after
I might be
SEMA.
in LA for the LA Auto Show on that one.
Oh, that'll be cool.
I don't know. I don't like LA that well, so I don't know how cool that is.
And 502 Bourbon Crew, I forgot, is trying to get us to go to Kentucky for the Bourbon Festival.
Yep.
So we might be doing that.
I'm having my own festival currently.
Nice.
But John T did say, how is the support from Ford for small companies, or is it even existent?
I haven't really needed it, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a good answer for that.
You've just kind of rolled with it, done your own thing. That's cool.
Just rolled with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't put the Bronco logo on it, and I think you're okay within the community.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people shut down because they got a little greedy.
I saw that, and especially with the script.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there was like 3 or 4 at one time, and they were people were buying them left and right.
And people on Etsy are still selling some of them, but I don't think they're doing volume enough for.
Oh, they'll find out.
I mean, they will eventually, but I mean, right now they're not the heavy fish in the pond.
Well, some people are even using like crickets to cut stickers. I'm like, that's lame.
Yes. Yeah.
So Bronto says, keeping my eye out for modular bumper parts.
Well, they actually make
We have an accessory bar for the bumper, and that works for the modular bumper. You
That's
can
a
put the
fishing
fish
holder
rod
there.
over
Yeah.
there. So that's the bar up there, and then you can bolt stuff to it. So
Yeah, very well thought out too. All those little slots that you can mount, you can customize it how you want.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
That's a pretty neat thing. It hasn't really taken off. We've sold some of those, but it's just everybody when they think of auto accessories, they automatically think bumpers and lifts, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, bigger tires, right? That fixes everything.
Of course, but so yeah,
Also,
I'm eventually going to go to 37s. I don't know if I'm going to get coilovers or keep the or go with the perch collars.
I'm thinking about doing those perch collars for the time being. Pretty simple to take those coils apart, and you can get 2 inches pretty easy.
So John T was saying, I was thinking more along the lines of the CAD files. Now I know our buddies over at Lifestyle Off-Road had to buy files, right?
I'm somehow
Or they had to
they
buy
got
some
I
sort.
can't say whether they purchased or how they got those files, but they did get some files.
Well, they got some files of some sort. So I would say, John, that's kind of your answer. Is that we don't know firsthand.
You got to work on that. It's nobody's going to give them to you. Put it that way.
Yeah, especially when you've got a vehicle that they are modularly saying, hey, you can do all these things with your vehicle. Like, the engineers at Ford are going, how can we monetize this? Like, how can we make more money on this Bronco?
Yeah. I'd recommend joining SEMA and getting in touch with them. There are some avenues with them, but you do got to pay to play.
Yeah.
So,
well, SEMA's about to be hurting too, man. So
you basically, every time you want to download something, you got to sign an agreement saying I'm not going to give it to you, to anybody else,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So you can't tell us anything new coming, damn it.
Well, they just launched that today.
No, I know.
Yeah, we launched that today.
Jeez.
I would not do my job if I wasn't trying to pry and get the extra info. But
I know. We do have some modular rear storage coming.
Nice.
So that'll be pretty sweet. I have it in my Bronco right now. We're still tweaking a couple things.
Can you open the blinds a little bit? So no. No, that's awesome. So guys, go over to Mountains to Metal. Seriously, just and if you do buy something, like I said, we don't get anything from it. I want Nick to know, hey,
that it came from here,
that you guys saw us on here talking about the product. I know in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna have to order a couple things. When the money, Mama says the money's open to order again, I'll have to buy some things. But
we gotta wait a bit.
I know. Silly son breaking his arm has ruined everything of us.
When he your son breaks his arm and you have to cover all of his bills.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were on a live stream a few weeks ago and my son keeps calling me and I always keep my phone on mute.
Memorial Day.
Yeah. And he broke his arm in two.
Ooh.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, both bones in his arm he broke and they had to do emergency surgery the next morning. Yeah. So we were literally in the middle of a live and like I'm not answering my phone. He's not answering his phone. Our daughter's coming up the stairs going, Bobby's calling. And so he hands over. He's like, I'll be right back, guys. And he's like, handle the show. And I'm like, da, 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 da. And he goes,
oh man, that's crazy.
Sorry guys, we gotta go. My son broke his arm and he was in like 30 miles away too. So it wasn't like it was right down the street. He was skateboarding. And then
24 years old, thinks he's 16.
Oh, okay.
I was like, welcome to being an adult because things don't heal as fast.
Yeah. So he has 2 plates in his arm now. He's going through physical therapy, hasn't been able to work. So he's been racking up a pretty bill that's been coming out of our bank account. So we're like, this wasn't expected.
Yeah, because I was at Jack Daniels yesterday and they had a used barrel that I wanted so bad. And Mama Bear was like, not this month. Sorry.
Sorry. You got nowhere to go.
Yeah. Just set it next to your table with a little tap on it.
Right?
Oh, look, Kevin, dude, that's crazy.
So sweet.
For our M2M purchase, thank you, sir. We do greatly appreciate that. Once again, go over. Obviously, Nick's is a super nice guy. You've seen him here. At least email him if you have some ideas. Obviously, man, you're always looking for ideas.
Are we there yet? So they have already emailed the idea tonight. So you should already have it in your inbox.
All right, I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah,
right. And sure. No givesy backsies. You remember that. He's not giving the idea back. Nick, it's a pleasure to have you on the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. Obviously, we're going to talk to you down the road. I got a feeling. I'm going to want some updates.
I'm welcome to come back.
Especially before Christmas. Before Christmas, I have an idea there'll be some new things popping before Christmas.
That is the idea, especially before SEMA. I got a and we're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
at the Overland Expo East.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I've always wanted to go to that and can never make it work in our schedule.
Yeah.
So
They're not doing it at the Biltmore anymore, right?
What's that?
They're not doing that event at the Biltmore anymore, right?
No, they're not. This one's in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
So they've
okay.
really moved it.
Yeah.
So I know who's going there.
I ended up at the one in Biltmore one year. I went to a wedding at the in Asheville at the Biltmore, and I tried to go in and check it out, and I just had a little bit of time to kill, and the guy was like, "Yeah, it'll be like $150." I was like,
I don't got that.
I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to. I'm just gonna be here like a couple hours. He's like, "No, you got to come back, man."
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit, and
Was it raining? Because it seemed like every year it was a muddy mess over there.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, it was raining. It always rains in Asheville.
Yeah.
So especially in Boone too. So yeah,
Wow.
every day.
Well, dude, I appreciate you being on the show. And till next time, man, I'm sure we'll email back and forth and continue talking about some cool products.
All right, Dave and Kelly, thanks for having me on there, and everybody that commented, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thanks for being on, man.
Thank
See you,
you.
Nick.
Have
Have a great night. Thanks.
Well, there you go, guys. That was Nick with Mountains 2 Metal. And hopefully he came across, he seemed like a super nice dude, man. Really nice guy.
Ears can come off.
Yep, my ears can breathe. Kelly, what products did you see there that he was talking about that piqued your interest?
I have to go through the website. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest too, because then you can make a list and be like,
Yeah, of course
yes,
you do.
yes, this is what we need.
Of course.
But I can't say it enough. Oh, thank you for all the super chats, by the way.
We're gonna get to
I
it
know
in
we're
just a
gonna
second.
we're gonna get to saying thank you about that. And a new member.
Yes, we'll get to that too.
Right. We've lost 2 members. I think sometimes that people either they just sometimes they somehow
Where
it's
their
just
bank
set up-
account goes, this must be
Yeah.
fraud.
Yeah, this is fraud. Nobody would call themselves All Terrain Nation.
Right? Who would do that?
But thank you so much for the support, by the way. That does mean a lot. And like these trips that we talk about, we do. A lot of times they come out of our personal bank account right now because YouTube's being mean with their ad revenue sharing right now. So I appreciate the
And it's
support
not
for
just
that.
us that's saying that. Like
No,
everybody
it's
we've talked to,
across
like
the board.
our trust of brains of the YouTube.
Yes.
Everybody's kind of feeling the same thing. So it's definitely across the board from that perspective.
Right.
But-
Revy's a good question right here, right off the get-go, because we haven't seen Revy in a while.
Oh.
Is anyone think of doing a meetup during SEMA? We're going to be there, what, 3 days? 2
I don't
days?
even know. I haven't booked anything.
Well, we've
Hotels
got
are
our-
kind of stupid expensive
Yeah,
at
we've
that
got our
time
press.
right now.
We got our press passes right now for that.
Yeah,
but-
so we've got our press passes. We haven't really booked quite yet. But
we'd be happy to do a dinner or something.
Yeah.
with people.
Meet
We
up
tried
with
to
some
do it in
folks.
Chicago with Nurse AJ, and then
we didn't go to Chicago.
well, because Chicago and their weird COVID rules got kind of crazy, and I was like, you know what? Let's
Yeah,
not.
because Chicago was saying that you were going to have to make reservations to have interviews and things, and we were like, we
not how
can't
I
fly
work.
like that.
Yeah, I don't work that way. Let's see. The perch collar reduces the total strut travel. Yes, it does. But you do keep some of the quality ride. Let's
So
see.
I've not been following this one. So Thomas Dame says, is there a problem with the windshield on the two-door?
Well, there was a front windshield recall on some of the 22s, and it's just because they didn't use enough sealant or proper sealant to keep the windows glued in properly. And I've not heard of any popping out by any means, so I don't want to freak anybody out. But they did a small recall on a certain batch. All they'll do is they'll pop those windows out, the front glass out, they'll reseal it, put it back in, and you're good to go.
Which is really no different than like
having
your
a window
replace.
And the odds
people.
of you getting a cracked windshield are probably pretty great that it'll get done anyways.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? Guys, bring your questions, comments. We've been trying to keep the interviews a little shorter now so that we can still interact with you guys.
Let me get to my
Producer Kelly is on it.
Jonathan Faulds. Hi from Northern Michigan.
Hopefully you're still in here.
Hello.
Hopefully you're still in here. Welcome.
Mark
in.
King, welcome in.
Well, Mark King's not cool enough to get on the screen. I see.
I hadn't got. See, you guys. See.
Oh man.
And of course, 502 Bourbon Crew is in the house.
Thank you, sir.
Aaron Samuelson, why is that guy got his hat on backwards?
Hey, bro. I don't know, man. People fuss if I don't have the hat on. Sometimes they fuss when I do have the hat on. And this is the local. Come on, man. Local soccer. I've never watched soccer a day in my life, and I'm going to a game because I am.
Okay.
It just seems fun. Like, come on, Ted Lasso. I've kind of slightly liked soccer just because of that stupid ass show.
And that's why my Bronco's named Rebecca.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
That's
Valley
right.
Dude 5000 in the house this evening.
It-
And
it-
guess what? Me is in the house.
pick me.
Pick me. No info from Ford since February 23rd. Day 2 reservation. I'm sorry.
Damn it, man. I will say I've seen more people, reservation holders, suddenly popping that's been waiting a long time.
It's
And I know
true.
Ford's really trying to work through the reservation deal. And I read something on Bronco 6G the other day, and I don't believe it, but they were like, yeah, they're trying to prioritize and get all the reservations out for 23 to open up 23 orders. And I was like, I'm sorry, at 190,000 orders, but they have built like 52,000 Broncos so far this year.
They've what?
They've built like 52,000 Broncos somewhere in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're cranking them out. They'll hit 100,000 this year.
Thank you, Andrea, for that super chat. We saw it earlier, but of course we
Cheers,
didn't want
sir.
to interrupt our interview there. So
Yes,
thank you.
we
We
appreciate
appreciate
that.
you. Welcome in. I know you're back to the real world of not being able to travel all over the world.
Andrea, I was listening to some Plush yesterday. You'll get that, and I was enjoying them.
Are we there yet? Just became a member. Thank you. Welcome in.
Thank you,
welcome
sir.
in.
Thank you so much. That does mean quite a bit.
And I will say for those, this is just a quick plug since we're talking about it, is that with 2 months membership, you do get a lanyard sent to you. And then at 6 months, which I know there's a lot of 6-monthers out there, we are figuring out the 6 months.
Some random keychains.
And we've
we're
got some
start
random keychains
throwing in, and some little extra stuff. We're gonna start throwing in with some swag.
Nightbird Dog Overland, thank you for joining, sir.
Yes, thank you, Jody, for being a part of this. Jody, we gotta get you back on the show, man.
Yes, we do. Bronto says, I'm planning to skip 35s and go straight to 37s once I've saved up a bit and wore out my KO2.
I'm assuming you didn't. Well, from your picture there, it doesn't look like you've just went with a Badlands, normal Badlands, which I learned something today about the Badlands. So I haven't done the build and price on Ford for a while, and I was working up a video today of comparing what you get with a Badlands Sasquatch package to what you get with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon the Extreme Recon package. God, that's a long name.
That it is.
And I did a video on that comes out next Monday, not this. Yeah, next Monday. But I didn't realize that with the Badlands, it used to be the mid package was standard with Badlands.
Yeah.
No, you get the lame ass, the little person vent
What?
deal. Yes.
And see, until
Well,
last
I'm
week, I
gonna pull
thought
it-
it was a Bronco Sport thing.
No, well, no, because
Like I said, until last week,
the
I thought
base
it
and all
was.
those always gets that. But
Well,
I
because
wanna-
you never see the interior of the bases.
I want to pull this up because this, I don't know when they switched it. I'm sure it's a chip issue, but I'm going right to the build and price.
And Tim, we have talked about we do have a Patreon. We need to do some more research on what you guys would like. So message us if you have some ideas of what you'd like to see from Patreon, because we're kind of figuring out how we can give back to you for being a Patreon member.
Yeah, and it's much like our membership here.
Yeah.
Obviously, Patreon, you can do how much you want. I feel like we're selling money. This is
No,
not.
I'm just answering Tim's question.
This is not about money. Trust me, we don't do this.
We do this because we have fun, but
Yeah.
the money helps us get to other things
Yes.
to cover content for you.
But the super chats and stuff, that's easy ways to do that here. But the Patreon, the problem is, and Patreon honestly doesn't take as much as YouTube takes more
Patreon
than they
pays better.
should. It does better for us, for you guys being members. But the problem is, it's another website you have to go to, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass for me.
It's his pure laziness.
No, it's
is what he's saying.
just a pain in the ass.
No, but in all seriousness, if you guys have ideas for Patreon, let us know, because we can definitely do that. Do more there. We just haven't done a ton because we're still kind of figuring out what our members would like to see and what you'd like to.
All right, so I've got
Yeah.
this up. This I caught it kind of caught me off guard today, and I had to redo a video because of this. I had to add this in there. So this is a Badlands. I just made it a Sasquatch package just real quick. So now they have a standard package, which is the 331A package, which you're saying you get all the big bin features plus the front stabilizer disconnect, electronic front and rear axle, locking axles, and the advanced four-wheel drive, and that's it. And I didn't catch this in the video. So they have a 332A equipment group, which is the mid package. Mid package used to be standard with this vehicle. So they've sneakily jumped this thing up
So now it's a
$1,500.
$1,500.
Yeah. And so I was doing and there'll be differences in this video, you'll see, and people nitpick me in the video going, well, you didn't include this or you didn't include that, that you like the Bronco too much or you like the Jeep too much. I already know the comments, but I didn't like this caught me off guard that this was not standard anymore.
Standard package was in 21 and 22.
I do not remember because I didn't make any changes to our. It came. There was 3 packages for.
Over there.
Let's see. Yeah.
Let me see. You do your thing over there. I'll do ours. I'll do mine.
But it caught me off guard a little bit. So and I'm not shitting on Ford by any means, but I feel like with the Badlands, your upper trim, there's no standard package.
So it says included on this vehicle is equipment group 1495. So it's the 332A.
Yeah.
But then it says optional equipment.
Well,
it talks about the color and everything
else. The 332A is that build package.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it shows a price here, but it says it's included on this vehicle. And then our optional adds are the V6, the auto, the Sasquatch, the floor liners, towing capability, and our color.
Yeah. So it was not on the 21s. Here. You can see it right. You probably can't see that, but it's right there that was basically standard included with. And so that I was like, what the hell are they doing? The little sneaky guys, little sneakies. But I'm glad I caught that because I would have felt like a real idiot because I've done this build and price video or build and price website so many times. I kind of know it like the back of my hand. So I kind of overlooked that. So you'll see that video next week though. What else we got going on here?
Mobile Moto says Badlands was standard, package standard, mid was optional, and then Bronto agrees with that. So we'll have to look some more into that.
Well, it says in the build sheet that it's standard or included with that package.
Yeah.
I didn't add anything to that because I wanted that. The reason I wanted that was because I knew it came with the dual climate controls and all that.
Yep.
And honestly, the little dude that they do for their climate controls is just goofy to me.
Yeah.
You may like it. I don't. But let's see. Oh, I don't know. What else we got going on here?
Yeah, Jason says recently build and price the exact same everything as mine on the way build, and the online rebuild was more expensive.
Yeah, I know that was not a standard.
Bye, Airplane Mike. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining.
What else? What else you guys got going on, man? Obviously, July, they're building these 22s all the way into the 1st of November. We're going to see the new, you're going to see the 23 build and price coming up pretty soon. I read something the 18th. I've not gotten any confirmation from that.
August 15th, a couple of different places.
Or no, I'm sorry. 18th is the Woodward Dream Cruise. It's around there.
Yeah. Which honestly, guys, I don't anticipate that they will open order banks until
after the Dream
Cruise, because that's usually when they drop.
That's when they did last year. They dropped the new colors.
Yeah, that's when they dropped the new colors last year is what they did. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but historically, that's when they make big announcements and changes. G. Willikers says, Dave has an OnlyFans. Pics from inside the Bronco. Hey, now.
No, we do that on here. We
do it on here.
Oh, you were going to talk about that. So we videoed yesterday.
What was I going to talk
We did the video from... We were all over the map yesterday. We were in Nolensville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, we went to Nolensville yesterday, we went to a place called Martin's Barbecue, which if you've seen on...
They were on one of those...
Diners, drive-ins, and dives or something like that. Something on the food
Mujo
stuff.
Good, barbecue.
Guy Fieri visited there and stuff. And
don't hold that against him, though, just because he was there.
Hey, Guy Fieri's restaurant was good and was decent in Vegas. Maybe I was just buzzing too much. The food was that good. Okay. But yeah, so we did that yesterday because my parents came into town unexpectedly to kind of spend the weekend
well, not
with us.
We knew they were coming, but
it wasn't planned far in advance. It was like
Yes.
a week out.
Yeah.
When they decided to come in. So we
threw him the keys to the Jeep and said, have fun.
Pretty much. So we were one car.
And your
this
dad
weekend.
would not take the freedom panels off the Jeep. It was
That's
hilarious.
because he
to
didn't
me.
want the sun in his face.
I know.
Is what he said. My mom was
He
all
didn't want
about
his
it,
hair
but
all
my
messy.
dad.
He didn't want his hair all messy.
No, he probably didn't want the sun in his face, to be honest with you. But anyway, so yeah, so we did that. And then we were trying to fill the day because they were flying out last night. And Dave had the idea of going to Jack Daniels.
Because I've never been.
He's never been.
I've lived in Tennessee since 1978 and have never been over there. So I had to pick up a little bottle of this was selected by their master distiller. I'm sure it's no better than anything else. It really wasn't any more expensive than anything else they have. You get this cool little metal clip though. But this is for when we hit 7,000 subscribers.
Then he'll crack that bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that. So we went down, we did the tour. We got to walk around the little town a little bit, did the ice cream thing. And then I took my parents to the airport, and then they got delayed. And then their flight was supposed to leave at 8:00 and they didn't leave until almost 11:00 last night. And yeah,
apparently everyone has fans now.
Apparently.
Hey, I only sell feet pictures. That's it.
Dave
That's
apparently
only
has
in the
one that
Bronco.
I didn't know about.
Of just you see the Bronco logo in the footrest.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
that was our weekend.
Jack's good tonight.
So we had a good time. We had a good time.
It's good tonight. Oh man, sheds the tears.
Me says you might have already covered this, but what's the news on day 2 reservation that have not heard from Ford since February 23rd? Didn't you say something? You were gonna say something.
Sorry, I'm concerned about how much whiskey I'm pouring. Day 2. No, there's no rhyme to reason of why reservation.
You were gonna say something about people waiting for reservations. I assumed you were going to say that you'd heard some news that they were going to announce dates up until a certain point is what I assumed.
Well, no, I was saying
going to be.
Well, I was saying earlier the rumors going around, and I don't necessarily believe it. Nobody at HQ said a word to me, and they're not going to. And I see people calling. They're like, "Well, I called the Ford number, and they said this is how they're doing production." And I laugh at that every time those people that answer the phone they have a script in front of them. They're not out there running to the plant, talking to, hey, plant manager, let me put you on hold real quick. I gotta go talk to the plant manager. Those people answer the phone, do not know anything. You know this from dealing with companies like this. They just tell you kind of what you want to hear, and they move on to something else. But no, there is no rhyme to reason on the reservation holders right now. I know Ford has said they're trying to work through the reservations. They're trying to prioritize that over retail stock for dealers. So which doesn't make dealers very happy, and it also puts people trying to buy Broncos in a weird position where now dealers are incentivized to try to upcharge you. But as Doug DeMuro said in his latest video, I don't know if it was on Cars and Bids, his channel over there, he was talking about the actual Broncos that they're seeing trying to be flipped for his car selling site. Slowing down, and they're almost to MSRP is what they're getting out of these vehicles now. So I think obviously dealers are going to do what they do, but I think you're going to start seeing these slow down of it, especially if Ford's already produced 55,000. I think it's the number I read. Way more than they only produced like 32,000 last year. So they're starting to I won't say flood the market, but they're starting to get it to be enough out there that it's not really great for dealers to continue to piss people off.
Well, and we're starting to see more in town for us alone.
Yeah, all reservations will be canceled in December that aren't filled. I haven't heard that. I know there was something going around too where they were talking that, that will there be a reorder for 23s, and there was some discrepancy in that, and I will not talk about that because I don't know how Ford's. We've learned over the past 2 years, Ford can say something in December, and by order time in January for the first time we were trying to order, it just completely changed. So if I tell you something on that I know now, in another month it's going to change. I guarantee it.
Right. And I will say if history repeats itself, I would say that they'll make you reorder.
Yes,
But
they're not canceling orders.
No,
or reservations.
I can't imagine that they're canceling reservations.
You know what? You really want to piss off about 100,000 people,
Right.
and then you start getting in. That's when you do start getting into lawsuits and stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin
Hess says, still waiting for my 2/27/21 order date. Would it be wise to code 99 until the 23 banks open?
You can't do anything right now, anyways. I wouldn't, because they're building all the way to November, Kevin. And as long as you're holding fast to what you want, I don't know what your order exactly is. Other than hard tops, tow package right now, those are really the major things to slow everything down. I think Lux package might slow it down slightly, but
last we heard, hard tops were still slowing it down. Tow package, honestly, they're still in a chip shortage. Like, they're still working on it.
So Webasto should have their second plant up and running I would think any day now. So that's they're building, I want to say they're building like 600 tops a day right now. Last I heard. So that would put them at 1,200 tops a day. We'll just say for the roughly. And they're not building the paint tops. So a new company that's not Webastos is building those tops. So you're about to see in 23, I think you're about to see this thing really crank up. Plus, I'll be honest, Ranger's about to ramp up. The new Ranger, the next gen Ranger. So there's going to be a idle down.
I was going to say.
So there's going to be an idle down of the current generation. So they're going to have a lot of space to manufacture vehicles.
But that's what I'm saying. You're going to idle it down, but at the same point, you've got a new model that's going to be coming in. So you're going to have to idle down the Broncos since they're running on the same line.
No, because when I was in the manufacturing, they'll throw trial vehicles in between, because the way this plant operates, they don't just build one thing. And you've probably seen them if you've gotten your final picture for your Bronco at the end of the line, you'll see they mix and match. They don't prioritize anymore. We're not building white vehicles today, or you know what I mean? It's just,
no, I know that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is once they push the green button go on the new model, you would anticipate that they would want to get more of the new model out, and they wouldn't be as interested in pushing the Bronco out as much, is what I'm saying.
Well, no, those people still have things to do, so they're going to still have to continue to crank them out.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right, sorry.
So what I'm saying is, let's say, and these are weird numbers, they're not true, so don't hold it to me. So let's say they send 100 trucks down the line right now. Right now, they might be doing 75 of Broncos and 25 of Raptors. Yeah. When a new model comes out, they're going to want to go, hey, let's make it 50 Broncos and let's make it 50 of the new Raptors.
No. Well, for Raptors, if you use Raptors, a bad.
You know what I mean?
But right now, I want to say it's like a 70, 30 split. I'm just saying this is how the plant's running, of Broncos to Rangers.
Right.
So if you back Ranger down, you're freeing up a good 10 to 15 more % they can build, because they'll continue to build Ranger till they bring in the new model.
But that's what I'm saying. Then they're going to ramp up the new model. Am I talking to the wall? Does anybody else understand what I'm saying here?
I get what you're saying, but no.
Because I would anticipate that you would then be slowing down the Bronco orders, because you're going to be ramping up more.
Well, so when
Ranger.
much like Bronco, when they ramped it up, they didn't just, we're building 600 a day or whatever.
Right.
They slowly, because you're training both shifts at the same time, because they will run a couple down the line every day. Say the new Ranger Raptor or Ranger, whatever it is. I guarantee you they've built 20 or 30 of those already.
Right, but you still only have a certain capacity. Like, you have a top out.
Yes, this plant, the capacity, their max capacity, what they can do right now anyways. So yeah, no. This is the life of Dave and Kelly.
We're done having this conversation, because he doesn't understand what I'm saying. I think you all understand what I'm saying. I'm guessing.
Well,
or maybe I'm just talking to the wall. I don't know.
Heritage Edition with painted top for 2023 for the win. I agree, and you're gonna get some news about that. I'm telling you. I know that's speculation. I know nothing to confirm that.
502 Bourbon Crew says, my wife is joining me in Dallas Wednesday for a week. Clearly, that is when my Bronco will show up in Kentucky.
Of course it will.
Yeah, because it was supposed to come, June 3rd?
Maybe 502 Bourbon Crew, maybe, and then you can see it in the showroom and be like, what the F is going on?
Yeah, don't wish that upon
No, I don't wish
anybody.
that. I don't wish what we had happen to us.
No.
And I will still say that dealership can kiss my ass because they've not treated us very good.
Even on
after.
even on the back.
So the sales manager was going to give us a hard top.
Uh-huh.
He said, we've had such problems with you. We apologize. We're going to give as soon as we can do retail
And we're
orders.
going to put you at the top of the list.
The retail orders for hard tops, we're going to include that with you buying this because of
all the trouble you've had.
Yeah, all the trouble. And I was like, cool, man. So obviously there's no retail tops to be had yet. So I was in the dealership. We were when we got our vehicle serviced and the fix we had, the warranty work we had done. I told our salesperson was there, and I said, hey man, can I see the general manager? I said, I just want to say hi. That literally was it. And he wouldn't let us go in the glass office that he was in.
We could see him.
We could see him. And the salesperson come back out and he's like, well,
and he's like, what did you want to talk to him about?
I was just like,
So
I
then
just
he
wanted to
told
say
him.
hi and, just talk about the top for a second.
And then he went back in and came back out and he's like, we're going to do it in Ford points.
Yeah. And I was like, and we've yet to see those Ford points.
Yeah.
So that dealership, there you go. I will never buy another vehicle from you. I guarantee you that.
G. Williker says, could you combine a strut mount lift with a shock collar lift and get a cheap 4 to 5 inch lift?
You could if you don't care about safety. I would not recommend that at all. It'd be a harsh ride too.
There was something I was seeing.
But I'm not big on, honest to God, I'm not big on these drop bracket lifts and all that. For real off-roading, drop brackets are horrible because you're literally putting a big chunk of metal down there that you can't put skid plates to kind of go over. They're a nightmare. Did you have something?
It jumped on me again. Oh, this is what I was going for. So Jason Boyd says, well, ladies and gentlemen, TC Customs will be doing a 2-inch level lift on my Black Diamond 2-door someday this week. He came this afternoon. Woohoo. So hopefully I can get it Saturday.
Congratulations, sir. Somebody thought that Jason Boyd was my son, that he was Corbin. Oh, it was YouTube Car Spotters Guide. He asked me something about, he said, how's Jason doing in a private email? And I was like, Jason?
Yeah, Jason's not our son.
Now your Bronco will be 6'4".
Rev, we've missed you.
We have missed you, Revy. Thank you for joining us. Why are you not blasting that dealership? It's not my position to. A lot of people here know who I bought from. Local dealership, Middle Tennessee. I'll leave it at that. There's no reason to. Because I was treated bad doesn't mean that the next person hasn't been treated like gold.
I will say that if you're looking for a dealership in the Nashville area, that we've heard a lot of really great reviews about Two Rivers Ford.
Mm-hmm.
So that can help you narrow down that it's not. That's not the dealership.
But as far as like a lot of, they were not happy. We did 2 videos on our experience without naming that dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Of how we were treated, how they tried to sell our Bronco out from under us. And I did 2 videos on that, and it's pretty obvious from those videos who it is, but there's just no reason to talk about them. Really. I don't like talking about them. I drive by them and I usually give them the bird. So
Jason, you can send it either through Discord if you're on there, or you can send it through Instagram or Facebook Messenger.
We've got a poll going up, and we have a link to the membership, by the way, in the chat. It's pinned at the top.
Oh,
if you were curious about that, but I need to get our Discord, because last show people were really interested in our Discord.
Jason Boyd says, "I'm 50, Dad." LOL. Yeah, see.
The math doesn't work out.
Nope. Because Dave is under 50. Just barely. Just barely.
All right. So I am going to put our Discord.
John Burnett says Wyatt Johnson Ford is good in Middle Tennessee as well.
Nice. I like their ads. Wyatt Johnson.
I don't think I've seen the ads. I watch a lot of streaming.
Well, Mark's been in there posting in our Discord. We have, so the Discord that I've sent you is a link to that. It's 24/7 All Terrain Nation over there. I moderate it. There's a couple moderators. it's whatever you want to talk about. It's just a way for the audience here that loves this Monday and Tuesday nights, because we do happy hours on Tuesdays, by the way. That's all automotive talk on Tuesdays.
Not
with
Bronco specific.
With our buddy Overlanding for Fun, Tim over there. And it's just a way that you can continue on making friends that way and continue on. So if you want to go over to the Discord, sign up. They do it. There's an app for your phone. And it's just like a I don't even know how you describe it. It's just a chat.
Mobile Moto says I shoot my mouth off over there too.
He does, man, and it's a well appreciated.
So is it like Reddit?
No, it's not a forum. It's just
because I don't know Reddit.
It's just like a chat.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
because you were saying you were having a hard time explaining it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it's here. We'll do this. We can actually. I'll share it to the screen. I actually had it up there. Took it off. Damn it,
rookie.
I know. All right, so this is what Discord looks like. So we have the normal general and we have a tech talk section. But Mobile is pretty active over there. He's always sharing cool pictures. I try to drop when I'm about to drop videos. I try to throw it there in the members only area on YouTube. I try to drop things there.
Overlanding for Fun says it's only fans without the fans.
What, without my feet pictures?
Yeah.
But no, it's if you like talking cars or whatever, it's pretty fun.
Night Dirt,
Dirt.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
I know you're an early riser.
So am I.
So I know we talked about that at Bronco Supercell.
All right. What else? Any other good news or things?
I think Revy laughed at your without your feet.
It's true. I mean,
it's true. It is true.
Now I'll just start throwing feet.
See,
feet
Revy gets me. Revy gets me. See, you missed us, didn't you, Revy? You missed all the.
I'm just gonna start throwing feet pictures.
Wannabe drama. Oh Lord, don't be throwing feet pictures in there, please.
Or pictures of macaroni and cheese. How about that?
I mean, whatever floats your boat. Whatever you'd like to put on the plate, I guess.
Oh man, I like to party.
Lord.
So, what? Anything else been going on in the chats, man? You guys bring your questions or comments. We got
They've been
a good.
Just kind of chatting back and forth. If I missed your question or comment, please put it back in there because I'm at the bottom again. But yeah, so one thing I do want to just bring up one more time is that let us know if there's something you'd like to see from membership. For those that are members, let us know, or even people that are not members, if you're interested and want to know more about membership or anything, let us know, because we're really just kind of we're noobs to this, obviously.
It's that
to the whole membership thing. So, we want to give you what makes sense to you.
So we have many social ways you can get all. If you're into Twitter, which we don't have a very big Twitter at all, but you can actually see us broadcasting right there right now through Twitter. We actually do broadcast through Twitter. And
I don't know how to Twitter.
I do like to. Wow, this is like very meta. All of a sudden, like it's us inside of us.
Inside of us. Inside of us.
Twitter is what is it? All Terrain NATI1. You can find us that way. So we'll do that.
Can you share that? Can you share a link to that?
I can share a link to Twitter.
I was gonna say I don't know how Twitter twat works.
Yeah, Kelly's not a Twitter person. I'm really not, but
I have way more to say than that. Is the problem. Ronnie says, due to circumstances this year, any future plans with Moab with the Bronco?
Probably not this year.
It says that this account does not exist.
Oh, because I was. Just ignore me.
Okay. Hopefully 2023, but it won't be 2022 for sure. We know that.
Yeah, it's my schedule's already.
Unfortunately, we used a lot of vacation time in June
and didn't get to
vacation with it. So there's that.
Now, my favorite social for the channel is Instagram, all_terrain_nation.
I actually get on Instagram some.
Kelly does respond to some Instagram posts.
Mm-hmm. That you all care.
This was a fun picture today that I dropped. This was me racing Kelly yesterday.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't a race because she was in the Gladiator.
And I had 3 other.
I was about to say.
Okay.
But there was no competition. Like I probably let off of it and you were still trying to catch me.
Yeah. I even started before he got to one, and I still didn't like. It was just boggy. It didn't happen in the Gladiator. Yeah.
But you can see the smile. That's my eat shit smile. Because I was like, yeah, there's.
I'm sure if you were to zoom in on my face, I'm sure there's like an aggressive trying to hit the floor with my.
But
foot's
I post all kinds
face.
of unique things. Some things that you will not see on Facebook if you're on our Facebook group that you will see on here, and sometimes things, vice versa.
Or if I find something random,
This was
sometimes
the
I post it
thumbnail
up there
for
too.
last Bronco Talk, and as you can see, that pretty blue, Kelly,
Mhm.
that pretty painted roof.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one's caught my eye. We might need to somehow order another one.
Lord, we're not the Bronco channel, remember?
I know, but I just love these silly things so much.
I know, and you're trying to modify mine so that it's not mine anymore.
Let's wind down with that one. So we did a live stream yesterday, and I keep trying to get into this. We did a live stream yesterday, just a random abrupt 2, and we do these from time to time on YouTube here because it's fun. We like to ride around the Bronco and just talk about issues we've had with it or what we're doing with it. And I brought up the exhaust because I put an AWE single back cat back exhaust on the Bronco, and the thing sounds amazing. I love how this thing sounds. And Miss Quiet Bear over here was like, it's too loud. And somebody, I gotta find this because somebody on our YouTube channel pinged you perfect.
Yep.
They broke you down.
Mobile Moto says that exhaust sounds terrible.
What? No. Well, I mean, there's honestly, it's not going to sound like a V8. Let's
No, but that is part of what you sold me on. Is like, ooh,
I didn't
sell
you on anything.
Ooh, the Pavement End says, oh my god, it drones. Yes. Just saying.
I
think it drones too.
Which,
like I told him, that is for someone or some people. Oh, Honest called us out. We gotta make sure we do the poll. We didn't do the poll.
Oh, I'll get to it. I promise. Looking for a comment right now. Ah, there it is. All right, let's bring this up here. All right, so here at Xterra Force, who we know through the Xterra community.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard this one.
You haven't. So, you want to read that? Can you read it?
Oh, can I read it? I think I figured it out. We know Kelly likes more subdued colors and wants the Bronco back to being quiet. We also know Kelly likes to drive at higher rates of fuel consumption. It all makes sense. When you're driving around at, shall we say, spirited pace, you don't want anything that attracts attention from those people with the cool flashing lights. Pretty smart.
I was like,
that's
damn,
pretty
that nailed,
freaking hilarious.
That nailed you. And
it's because he knows.
And my comment was pretty spot on.
That's because he does know.
Yeah, no.
He's known us for years because we know him from the Xterra community. But still, that is not why.
That nailed you perfect because I like flashy colors, and you think I drive like a grandpa.
And you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Who was whipping who in the race yesterday?
That's not even part of this conversation on a consistent basis. Where's the one that said, I think it was Andrew Plummer up there. Exhaust sounds good, but I'm with Kelly. I think the factory exhaust is fine. If we were driving V8, by all means, it needs to be heard. Yeah. See,
Let's see. Oh, Jessica Dunn. I like the Raptor sounding exhaust, but I've never been in a soft top Raptor. Well, that is true. Nobody has. So I'm not sure if I would feel as Kelly does.
Keep going. What else is there?
No, we can't talk about anything else.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's Mark King. He was talking about the crush ring on it.
This is the one. This was my favorite.
Which one?
The Fred 993A. Thankfully, Kelly is not a violent person. Otherwise, Dave would be under the Bronco pulling the stock exhaust back on.
And what was my comment?
Yeah. It is.
That'll be happening down the road, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Kelly is not going to let the exhaust go on this thing.
No.
And I love it. I will say on the highway, there is a slight drone to it. It's not annoying. It's not like in your face loud, but I wouldn't want to go to Moab with that sound.
Yeah, he actually said that yesterday. It was like, I made sure that we didn't get this until after us potentially. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks again for
Yes,
having
sir.
or being on the
Yes,
show.
sir.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
being on. Guys, go subscribe to Mountains to Metal. He does install videos.
Yes,
as well.
yes. Be sure. Check out his YouTube. But you said this yesterday. You specifically did not get the exhaust because you would have to deal with me all the way to Moab.
No, that's very
because
true.
you knew the sound was not going to work for me.
No, it's very, very true.
You knew it wasn't going to work. So,
and speaking of that, did you guys know we have a podcast? That's right. So
I didn't until today.
So I clip videos, some of the videos, either the Bronco Talks or the Happy Hour. I put those on
Libsyn.
it's on Apple and wherever you get your podcast from.
That's who we pay to put it everywhere. Sorry.
But there will be some original content come down the road where maybe it's just Kelly talking about her experiences, or maybe it's just me, or maybe we find a somebody that represents the brand real well that can do that. So go over to wherever you get podcasts from.
Revy said some of my girlfriends have been taking photos with my Bronco for their dating profiles. She said, like men with fish photos. Totally missed out. So.
Wow, catfished by a Bronco, man. Dude's like, man, she's a good looking girl and has a Bronco.
So there is a girl. We haven't even talked about this. I've not even told you this. So there's a girl.
Excited. This is scary.
So there's a girl in one of the Bronco women's only groups that I'm in that actually posted that on one of her profiles. I don't know if it's Tinder or whatever, but on her profile, she had her with her Bronco. And this other guy with a Bronco saw her picture with her with their Bronco and they matched. Well, they met in person and they're now dating.
What?
Like exclusively dating.
Broncos bringing people together.
Exactly, because she had a really terrible divorce, is what she said.
Broncos
Stop
bringing
it! This
people
is a family
together.
show. This is a family show.
Sign language.
Valley Dude 5000 asked how Corbin's arm is doing.
He's doing good, man. He physical therapy today. He's able to now lift up to 35 pounds with that.
The doctor probably expects him to be released tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're hoping. Please.
I'm tired of paying his bills.
Yeah, he went to the grocery store and I was like, do we really need to go to the grocery store?
No, I knew what that was about.
Yeah. No, Ronnie, it's not the drone of a V8. It's just a drone. The exhaust.
Sounds awesome. You know how many cool high fives I've gotten because of that? None. But I should be getting some.
Says Bronco 78 says, I see changing the exhaust to get that big, I assume, ass factory muffler off of there, but not a fan of that one.
That was
kind of a pain.
Well, that was the idea was I want less under there because damn it, we will be doing some rock crawling in this thing soon. I know I've taken shit. I've talked about this in the past. People are like, well, this badass off-roader. I've never called myself a badass off-roader. We just like to do it. But I'm trying to get the truck ready how I would like it for some more extreme stuff we'd like to do. But I wish it was. So there's a baffle. I hate to even call it a muffler, but it's a baffle in between the cat and the tailpipe.
Mm-hmm.
And if that could just quiet it down just a quarter, I think it would be great. So when you get into it, it sounds cool. And when you back off of it, it's not as drony. But that's the idea of that baffle, is to give you some of that sound. So but AWE has been fantastic to work with. I did buy this exhaust. If we were not given this thing, we were given a discount.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have a proper review coming of it. But I like it. But the idea, and I told Kelly from a long time ago, the idea of this Bronco was also to test product on. So I want to do reviews on other product, other exhausts.
So you're going to get both sides of it.
Yes. So
and I will be very vocal.
Maybe some other brand down the next couple months will install in there.
Kyle says V8 rumble, everything else is meh. Why bother?
I agree, everything else, but the exhaust from the factory is just a little quiet. And I know why they do it. You guys know why they do it, because the soccer mom or whoever that would be annoyed by that, that's just going to use it as her.
Did you just call me a soccer mom?
I didn't call you that. Listen. That would use this vehicle strictly as a, hey, it's my family cruiser or whatever. They don't want that cool sound. So there's a balance.
Cool sound.
There's a balance to what I want and what Kelly wants. We just got to find.
And notice I'm losing this battle because he's doing all these things to my Bronco.
Who lost the vehicle? I did.
Like I said, you're trying to fight to get it back. G. Willikers says, please review the Flowmaster.
That sounds so wrong. Sounds like a movie. The Flowmaster. He comes from the depths of hell.
It is odd hearing a Ford Focus RS engine note coming from my Bronco, says Mobile Moto.
Hey man, the F-150 Raptor doesn't sound great either. Trust me. These wimpy V6s they put in these things.
And there's the link Overlanding for Fun put in there for us for the Mountains to Metal YouTube channel.
Yeah, go subscribe to them.
Let's see. Steven Rapp says, still waiting on for my Bronco in production. Bronco. Dealer has gone silent. Any thoughts? Have you tracked it?
Yeah. So, I mean, have you gotten a build date? Or
No, I think
or
he's saying
is that
in
what he's
production.
waiting? Yeah.
Have you gotten a sticker? So that's step one.
Yes.
Even if it says in production, do you have a sticker? Does it have a blend date? Is it going by convoy or is it going by rail? Somebody else said that their vehicle was waiting on a driver.
Well, ours waited on a trailer.
Ours waited
for a
on
while.
a driver, but I can't remember who it was. Now that we're kind of talking about it, it just kind of But so convoy and have your mods popped. Have your mods popped. What else? What else are the signs you're looking for?
Somebody else driving off from the dealership while you look at it.
Well,
going,
there's
hey,
that.
That's a bad sign.
Is it in the showroom?
Yeah, that was one of our signs.
We actually had a friend take a picture of it and send it to us. It was in the showroom.
Yeah, you'll get 7 days, roughly 7 days before it actually goes into production. You will get your VIN, and once you get the VIN, then it's party time. And then once you get your VIN, it's the longest freaking wait ever.
So you get your VIN, and then you get your sticker. Your sticker is the true tell. It's not just the VIN. So like, you're going to get your VIN and say, hey, it's in production. Or, your truck's going to be produced on such and such date. About 7 days before, 7 to 10 is what I'm hearing these days. 7 to 10 days before it actually goes into production is going to have a sticker pop. If your sticker,
we've seen some of these builds get built, and then like 3 to 4 days later, that's a dealership too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
don't expect that. Expect the worst. Take the best.
Yeah. So once you have your sticker, you can look to see your blend date. He did a video, and I actually share this with everybody because a lot of people really like the stuff that he's talked about in the sticker. Check out the sticker bill or sticker video that tells you all about it. And once you have your sticker, you know your blend date, and then you'll know when the truck actually comes together, and then your mods pop. If your mods are popped, then you know it's just kind of chilling, waiting. And then you can start tracking on convoy or rail, dependent upon. There's a really great section on Bronco 6G that actually has all the details on how to track it.
And I'm not seeing a lot of delays now. There was that December crew that waited till like February to get theirs.
You mean like Ice Mountain and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of that now. I don't know if Ford's figured out how to we've caught up with where the chips we needed, and now we're able to trickle the Broncos out properly.
Right.
So I've not seen a lot of that. Have you read anything about that?
I haven't, other than people just saying, hey, waiting on a driver or like the one lady that got her truck delivered and then took it back.
Revy, the podcast is All Terrain Nation. I know it dropped. I accidentally didn't do something on Apple on iTunes that I had to clear up today, and I know it's on there now.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're welcome, Steve.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet thought about getting the Scorcher tune, but kind of pricey, but covered under warranty. But is covered under warranty. You're welcome, Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy on tunes, man. Ford's supposed to drop a 2.7 tune, and I've yet to see that. That's honestly right now probably the only tune I would do would be a factory tune. Some of these are pretty easily hidden if it's a plug-in that you plug in between you and the computer. If you unplug it, supposedly
it's supposed to go away.
It goes away, but I have a feeling computers like to cache things, and I have a feeling somehow a dealership, if something went wrong, they know. So
yeah.
But you'll see companies crack the computer and they'll be able to tune them properly.
Yeah. But at this point, I say all of the issues, remember guys out there that all of the issues that you've heard about with the Bronco, remember all the happy people don't always come to all the forums and say everything's great.
Yes, only
but the ones that are angry come.
Pissed off people are the only ones to type things.
Yep. So just think about that.
Jason, what do they charge for that tune? I'm curious what Mitchell and those guys over there charge. And when are you picking it up? Because we might be down that way to video.
Where are we going down there?
To TC Customs?
Yeah,
to Town and Country?
When?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out opening. This weekend's booked. I'm trying to figure out.
Well, the only weekend that's really open is next weekend when I get back. Want me to change my flight to fly into Birmingham instead?
No.
Instead of Nashville?
No, I'm good.
You're
Saturday.
good, huh?
Nice.
Mobile Moto says I'm running a half tank of E85 to see.
I know. Well, I learned that through the Discord app because he posted that he appreciated everybody subsidizing his E85 purchase.
So I was actually asking about this weekend. So you share your knowledge and we can hear the others in the chat that are knowledgeable too. So at our local Thornton's gas station, they actually have, what did I say it was?
Well, geez, there's
88.
There's 10. There's what, E15,
whatever it is, there's 15% ethanol in it
Mhm.
versus up to 10% in the others. And on the pump, it actually says for 2021 and I think it's 2020. No, maybe 2020 vehicles in newer can use this, but check with your manual.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, E15 must be E15. So, Mobile, would you run E15 in your Bronco?
This is one of those things I'm not up on the whole ethanol things.
Yeah.
I've, because there for a long time it was spotty. Like my company vehicle is can run E85 or it's whatever.
Right.
I rarely put it in there because I don't know. It's just our gas, like some of these Thorntons and some of these Speedways and stuff now, it's got like a 12 handles out there.
It's true.
And it's getting confusing of what
ours has 5.
But it's, you know what I mean? It's getting confusing.
It's got the E85.
Yeah, you gotta look for the black handles of the what is it? 80,
well, I read the sign.
85, 87, 91 or whatever.
No, it's 87, 80 here. It's 87, 89, and 91. Some dealership or some gas stations we have up to 93.
But I just need gas. Can you imagine? Wait till this problem's EV companies are going to come up with this. Well, this is a more pure electric. I'm telling you, it sounds stupid, but at some point,
no, you know why it'll be pure? It'll be pure by the way it was produced.
Or it'll be what you'll do is it'll be fast charge versus whatever. So
there's
you
that
want
too.
it'll
be less. It'll be more efficient.
Which they do now. Like you pay for fast charging, but my point is at the pump, it's how it's going to be one of these days of like. Instead of 87, whatever, you're getting, oh, no, this is the fast time. This is the really fast time. Or you want the super duper fast time. So I guarantee you they're going to work something out with that.
So John says, I'm still in order confirmed status. I have an Everglades on order and it's supposed to be a special edition for 2022. So John.
What color? What color? That matters.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the color.
If you got the tan, Ford has come out and said officially, they're not painting any tans till August. So if that's the color you picked.
Because they're waiting on paint?
No.
Or just to change over?
I think it's a changeover deal. And also they've only got, my understanding is 12 colors they can paint at that.
Yeah, we talked
plant.
about that last week.
So I think they're tapped out.
You can see that.
But that means they're freeing up. If they're going to switch over to the tan, guess what that means? I bet
something's going away.
It's going away, and I guarantee you they're opening that color up for more Broncos.
I'm sure. But yeah, so from what we did, oh no, he said get in Area 51.
Oh, okay. John Burnett. Okay.
Yeah.
John, when you get that, I want to come.
Yeah.
I want to come review it
for sure. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, because Mitchell had told us that, there really wasn't the buy of, or there wasn't the take on
It was
Everglades as they expected
less
it
than
to.
1% or something.
Yeah, so it was a crazy statistic. So your Everglades, don't quote me on it, but
What's up,
I'm pretty
Bryce?
sure you'll get built this year. It's just that you're just waiting, just like everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mobile says ethanol has less energy content than gasoline per volume, but it has more octane, around 100 to 110. So you'll get worse mileage, but more power.
I do like the powers. I guess I need to study up on the fuels more.
Yeah, you do. Because since our gas station, I mean, it must be pretty common if they're starting to offer it.
I grew up in the leaded gas era.
Error. You can't even say error.
See, you
Era.
can't either. You can't
Era. I haven't even taken
man.
any pain pill for my back tonight.
either. Have you been drinking any at all?
No, I didn't drink it all. Oh my god. Oh, and for those that were following last week, I was on a fast of alcohol and I ruined that this weekend on accident. We went to steakhouse and I had a drink with dinner, and then the next night we went to another restaurant and had a drink with that dinner and remembered when I was having the second drink.
Keto is hard, isn't it?
Keto is hard. Words are difficult. Steven says they have a sticker.
Congratulations.
Okay, so if you have a sticker, check the date at the top and see what your blend date is. And then that will tell you when your body of your truck comes together.
I pulled my sticker out, but they cut that area
Yeah,
off.
they cut that off of our sticker. So yeah. So they don't recommend running E85. But it's not, this one's not E85. I want to say it's like 88 or something.
No, but they're not going to. 15 is all you can run.
No, but it's like, no.
Take a picture of it next time and we'll
Yeah, I will, and we'll talk about it one of these nights. I'll look in the thingy. Yep, there you go.
Steven, here is a link to how you can break down the window stickers.
Yeah, because then it can tell you where your blend date is, where you are on the day, or like when you're built on that day, all that fun stuff.
Background's changed a lot since.
It has changed a lot. Wow, the shelf is gone.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
Sticker says by rail, and it was to be delivered in May. So the next step then is to get your car number, I think is what it is, and your dealership can give you that.
The rail car number?
Yeah, the rail car number. So there's actually a Bronco 6G. Let me find it for you real quick, and I'll put that in the chat for you too. Track.
Yeah, ethanol is not great for the I know all the old rubber lines and stuff. It's not great for that stuff. Breaks it down. It's already sold. Jason, don't be telling him that.
But what I will say, Steven, is that do not call the rail company. Like a lot of people have actually been calling the rail company and they're getting pissed. And they're saying, you guys are not supposed to call us. So they're going to shut down those lines. So do not call the rail company. But there is your tracker link. So that way it actually gives you all the details on how to track it. Oh, sorry. I had to adjust.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, don't say that, Jason. Not cool. Already sold. So if it was to be delivered in May. Yeah.
Oh, that's freaky.
Oh, dude, don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Share screen. I chose the wrong screen. All right, guys. So
Bryce says he wants a Jurassic World on a Bronco Raptor.
Hey, I have Jurassic Park right here. If you go over, this is our main page. If you have not yet, smash that subscribe button for me. If you want to join on a computer, it's pretty easy to join members that way. I know Kelly on the phone, you said you have to go some wacky screen. Yeah. The link's up above in this chat if you're curious about it. But
oh, don't forget about your thingy.
Yes, we will get to the poll after I finish this. But I've been trying to do a pretty good balance of videos of let's go to our videos here. If you look currently, you'll see the happy hour members only stream. So when you're a member, we do about a 25-minute chat before this. We did the Jeep Wrangler today. It's pricey. I want to say $66,000.
I haven't even watched that video
for
yet.
my dream Rubicon. So that one may be out. Kelly, your Xterra was on the channel last week.
It was. I did
Yep.
see that.
Yep, that's an oldie but a goodie that I pulled over from the Nissan Nation Productions side. The happy hour with Tim over Overlanding for Fun. And if you haven't yet, Tim's going to kill me if I don't say this, because last week we got, who was our guest last week? Ford Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Like 50 subs.
I don't remember.
Something
It was a
crazy.
big number.
And Tim got really jealous. His feelings were really hurt that you haven't Overlanding for Fun. If you see it in this chat, if you don't subscribe to him, he's liable to cry
real vocal.
on tomorrow's
He's
channel.
real vocal.
But if you're new to the channel, man, I do a lot of breakdowns of all kinds of stuff. You can see we've had some pretty big names. Tim Esterthal with Pickup Truck Plus SUV, who I know is not on here anymore, has been on the channel. Tommy with TFL. We've had Nathan with TFL. I'm going to get Andre. I keep forgetting to talk to Andre about it, but I will get Andre on there. But as you can see, a variety of content on the channel. So think about, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel.
And John, to put your in your addresses so you can send we can send the lanyards and such. It's actually in the members area on YouTube. I will put it back in there again. It's buried in messages is the only reason I say I'll put that back in there. So I'll put that at the top, either tonight or tomorrow. So
and if you have done membership with us, after 2 months, we send out a lanyard and a special thank you. We need you to fill out the form. It's in the membership.
Yeah,
right?
I've got several folks that have not filled out the form, so I'm actually holding on your lanyards. So definitely check that out. I had a couple come through last week. I know Adam Weber, I've got yours getting ready to go out this week. Because I do have your address now, and we've got to figure out what we're going to do for 6 months, because we're at the 6-month mark with a lot of folks, actually.
And I greatly appreciate those people, man.
Yes,
you guys have
you.
helped us quite a bit. Hey guys, quick question. I ordered my Bronco 2-door Sasquatch in July of 2020, and my salesman is telling me they only got one 2-door so far to their dealership. So that's why I haven't heard anything. Well, so you did your reservation in July of 2020, and you did your order probably in January
2021
of 21, and then probably did your reorder in August, or I hope you did a reorder in August if they haven't told you to do that. Some of the dealerships were just going to automatically reordering for their customers. Oh, Andy's in the house with his $1.99 super chat.
Welcome in,
Thank
sir.
You, sir. But their 2-doors are hard to come by. They're hard. They're the take rate of a 2-door versus the 4-door was like 89%. 4-door versus 2-door. So, and then 2-doors only come in hardtop, which complicates things. And people go, why they only come in hardtop? It's because of crash regulations. They need so many 2-doors out before they can hardtop 2-doors before they can offer soft top 2-doors. Something Jeep never has to worry about because they have so many on them out there already. But we've had some friends, some 2-doors I've seen pop here recently. So hold the line, hold faith, and buy the reorders. So orders are shut down right now, so nobody can order anything to get in front of you. So sometime late August, early September is when the 23 order banks open up. That's when I would start contacting my dealership and being like, hey, what do I need to do? What's the procedures? Because Ford will send out about a week before they let you know publicly through their socials. They will let the dealerships know how to proceed. And so that'll help you out. But Andy Ackerman, thank you, sir. Andy is late, but he is here. Andy's keeping our convoys alive, keeping those supplies going across America. And we say thank you, sir, for that.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Jason Boyd says, got my 2-door today, so hang in there. So, yes, hang in there.
Wait, what are we doing? Comparison. I'm assuming on fuel performance.
Yeah, ethanol.
Yeah, I'll definitely do
She
that.
wants a comparison.
Definitely can. I'm going to put it in the book. Putting it.
Yeah, in the idea book. What do we do? We need to talk offline about what's in our idea book because I haven't looked at that in a while. Have you been checking anything off? Mobile Moto says, unless we get some dynometer time, it's really not worth a video.
Hey, man, says you.
No, but he'll be educated in the process too. This one is a nerd.
I happen to. I've looked the other day. I can't believe we've done 400 videos or over 400 videos since 2020, really August of 2020. And by the way, this is I believe this is the year anniversary of Bronco Talk Live. This week.
Aw.
So we've done officially Bronco Talk. I've done live streams on the Bronco before that, but officially calling it Bronco Talk Live, I believe it's a year this week.
Wow.
I know. Yes, two doors are unicorns, but that's probably, if I were to order another Bronco, I probably would go ahead and get a two-door.
We'd wait for 3 years.
Well, we'll wait for 3 years, but I would like a two-door and with a black painted roof. And if they did rapid red, I would love you. If they don't, cactus gray maybe.
Why would you get another rapid red?
Because we love that color, and it's a way to win your heart of going, hey, I don't like two doors,
no,
but
because two doors do not make sense for us. Two doors don't make sense for us. This is what he does when he tries to get his own way. This is what he does.
Little pony, my little pony. There are several two-door Broncos in our area. Ben, I don't know that I've seen any floating around here. Honest to God, I can't recall. I've seen probably 20 4-doors, but I haven't seen any 2-doors. I know they had a 2-door at the dealership. Remember, it was in the showroom. But
yeah, that must be where I saw it.
I can't say that I've seen any driving around.
Steven, thank you for that super chat, sir.
Thank you so much
for
that.
Need a link. I don't remember what you.
Could you try again?
What, Siri? Siri's going crazy over here.
Don't talk to her.
I don't know what she's doing.
I didn't get that. So could you try again?
Oh man. Let's see. But Steven, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I can't even say.
Said needs a link. I don't know what you were talking about when you said need a link.
Need a link. I'm going back up.
Right here. Thanks.
No, I seen that.
Need a link. I need link.
What link? What link do you need, sir? We will try to get it to you. Let's see, Jason Boys, guys. Thank you, Jason, for being on. We're about to wrap this show up ourselves because 5:30 comes early for me.
And it's not 5:30 for me, but it
still
comes early.
Sadly, this isn't my full-time gig just yet. And the way the economy going is, it might be a few years before this is my full-time job. Oh, the OnlyFans link.
Ah, got it.
Feet Picture City.
Oh, you missed the whole conversation about OnlyFans, Andy.
You could buy.
Somebody mentioned that you could just do just the hat on top of the soft top.
Wait, what?
I think it was 502 Bourbon Crew said, what about just a hat on top of the soft top? I don't know if you were supposed to be in it with just a hat on or if just the hat was supposed to be on the soft top.
Well, I'm not at that stage of a
Hey,
20,
welcome, Matt.
20's a 20, but you know.
Matt, we need to come see you for our tattoos.
Yes, Matt.
Gosh.
Matt, let's set up a time.
Getting in the way.
I really want you to do something. If you have to, obviously tattoo artists are booked pretty crazy.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
For hands.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody who's joined us tonight. Matt, we need to contact each other. Matt, hit me up on Instagram. I know you can get me that way. But I really want to do something with you.
Yeah, you know,
maybe a little all-terrain nation on the shoulder.
No. Not.
Hey,
we'll talk offline.
My body, my choice.
We'll talk offline later why that's not okay. But yeah.
Branding, baby. I know, Kelly. You've talked to Matt about what you need. Yeah. All right, so guys, whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, it does not matter what you drive. This has really been a fun show tonight. And I needed a fun show tonight. So till next time, this week coming up, I have a video dropping of us coming from the Jack Daniels, and there are vehicles involved in that, believe it or not. And next month,
poll.
Oh, thank you, Honest. Thank you. And
thank you, Honest, for keeping us honest.
Next Monday, we have the Jeep Bronco Badlands versus Rubicon coming up. All right, so which first mod for the Bronco? Let's see, 46% said tires, 25% said cargo molle, 20% said communications, and only 6% said
Wow, when that
bumpers.
was our first.
I
Bumper
would have
was our first.
I would have thought, well, we go for a specific, we need it for
That's true.
trail use. That and communications would be tires. I need tires badly. I'm so burnt out on these tires. It's not even funny.
You're burnt out from all the rock.
Yes, rock rash. So good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow night, happy hour. Join us for the happy hour as well. I'm not sure the topic just yet, but I'm sure us and Overlanding for Fun will figure something out. So,
Yes, and be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already done so.
Smash
guys.
that like button. We appreciate it.
See ya.